It's one of those that I feel like I kind of do anything for him, but sometimes he gets a bit much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's family, isn't it?
But then, like with you guys' relationship, it's pretty cool that you can tolerate each other on an almost daily basis.
What, me and Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I think the thing is, Kim and I are like, other than our personalities, everything else about us, like our interests and views and opinions, are like so similar that that's why.
Yeah, we agree on basically everything.
Yeah.
So your conversations are just like, "Oh my god, this thing," and you're like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We don't have much to talk about. Yeah, it's pretty,
But I
Well,
think
you're
it
very
helps.
relaxed people, aren't you? as
Yes,
well?
I was just going to say that. You guys are also both very reasonable people, which makes it much easier to get along.
no,
Like I get along with my sister, but she's one of these. She's very private, and so sometimes I'm in conversations with her. It's just impossiple because she's not forthcoming enough, and so it's like, okay. So we have very, very shallow, boring conversations most of the time. I still enjoy it.
like she doesn't open up type thing. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
there's
could.
like,
She could.
only so many things you can talk about with her. Yeah, without it being awkward.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. Not even just like the smallest of things. Like just
What you have for breakfast?
that we can manage. But yeah.
Well,
I don't
I
know.
guess at least she's talking to you. My sister's like the one I hate talks to me, and the one I don't hate never talks to me. So
Oh, well, that's fucking shit, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh well.
Well, one of them is insane. So
None of them are nearby, are they? So it's
unfortunately, the insane one is quite close.
oh
She's within an hour. So
great. Well, wonderful.
yeah, I know. She keeps messaging me. Oh, she cares so much, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my life. Yep.
Nice. Well, I mean,
Just saying, there's some good stuff. Like, I really envy people who have just lovely families because I'm like, oh, so nice. I'm so happy for you.
Oh no, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You make your own family.
Well, yeah, that's
Your
why
friends.
I'm gonna be at second Christmas too, and it'll be great. So
Amazing.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope you guys have a nice time. Should we? All right, hi Kim.
Hey guys,
hello.
it's been a while.
Is it just the one that we missed?
Was it just one?
I think we just missed.
Oh,
I think we missed Friday.
it just feels like a lot
Yeah, we were
because
around 8 days ago. We played.
because we have 2 other sessions that have been.
Yeah, that's right.
There's
It
been
feels longer.
hiatus.
Feels longer for everyone because we usually have more sessions.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But I haven't been able to get some stuff done because all of my evenings are taken up by D&D. Like, quite gladly, happily. It's just sometimes it's actually kind of useful to have a week off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. Working on Foundry stuff. It's too much work.
Too much, you say?
It's too much. It's such
He
an
said
incredible
he
amount
says
of
that the
work.
plan is to release it sometime in the early, like, first half of next year, right? That's what
The
he said.
actual, yeah, Foundry, yeah.
But I mean, you can get it now and use it now if you want to.
I don't think I can. I think I need to sign up to the Patreon or something.
You get it,
Well,
and then you can use it.
no point is there really.
It's a bit buggy. It'll be a bit buggy. For fun, because things are still changing. But you can use my character sheet right now.
Great.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yes, Rohan. You've
The
seen
next
it.
version will be even better.
No, but I
It'll
mean,
do
like
everything for you.
the utility of it, like.
Yeah.
How are you going to compete with the default one? Because there already is one, isn't there? There's already one that's similar to D&D Beyond.
Yeah, mine's already better. So
Yeah.
it's not similar to no. My sheet's the one that's similar to D&D Beyond. The default sheet with Foundry does not look anything like it.
I think the one appeal to, I don't know if you've got this, so you can correct me, but the one appeal to the default one is that it's very simple. So when you have multiple ones up, it's like they don't take up as much space. So have you got some kind of minimal version of yours?
I don't at the moment, but the plan is to have a mobile version. So you have Foundry on your screen, and then you have your character sheet on your phone.
But as a DM, I mean, having multiple ones would be nice. As in, sorry, being able to have
a DM is okay because I just put them on the second screen.
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean,
That doesn't bother me.
maybe I'll have to stick to the default one. I only have a laptop.
Oh yeah, it's not optimized for laptops. Like I develop it on a
Do you not dual screen
1440p.
when you DM, Laura? Do you not dual screen?
Well, right now, obviously I'm at my PC, at my
Yeah.
desktop PC, but on my laptop, I don't have. What am I gonna do? Unplug my.
Do you
I
DM
unplugged
on
that
your
monitor.
laptop then?
Well, yeah, because otherwise I have to be in here and David's playing League. It's just how it is. I manage.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'll pain in the ass. Yeah, I'd die without a dual
That's
screen.
fine. We
Yeah.
agreed. Okay, we agreed, David.
David had the conversation.
is definitely easier to have second screen.
Yeah,
So it
especially when you got, because I usually have all the character sheets up, and then like if there's 50 types of enemies, then you have all the enemies up.
Yeah.
And
There's no pop-out functionality yet for my sheet. There's some.
so
It's not
having
built
it
or
on the
Foundry.
phone would be useful then. Having it.
Yeah, well, it'll come. It'll come.
Like if it's one that I can, if I can have all of them on the phone and I can scroll through them, that would also be great. That would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really great idea.
Anyway, so we only missed one session, and
barely.
at the end of what you did last session was go off in search of the final phylactery that Marcellus asked you to find. In the Tower High, the former residence of the former leader of the Zantara, Manchun, who died when all his clones woke up. It went crazy. So you delved into the depths of the tower and found that someone had come before you, and found out who that was. Some sort of wizard by the name of Terodu, who had a deal for you. There was a section of the library that he couldn't get into. He was searching for Manchun's special clone spell. He was willing to offer you a powerful tome, a tome of leadership and influence, if you were willing to go off in search of this spell for him. You refused and said that if you find it, you'll decide what to do with it. So he went back to reading. You triggered a cloud kill trap, which he eventually dispelled after I think Natari was knocked unconscious. And you discovered this secret library that she'd been mentioning. Inside, you were attacked by 3 Dragloth, which appeared as you entered the room, cutting off Carmen and Tari from you with a wall of force. But despite having your party split, it was still not much of a challenge. With the rest of the group just laying down some incredible amounts of damage, destroyed the Dragloth. And that, I think, is where we left off. I think it gave you your XP.
Yeah.
But aside from that, that's where we left off. I'll just give you a brief description of the room that you're in again. Decide what you want to do.
Okay.
And then, so this is free of obstacles except for a single leather chair and a small table. There's ambient light from the ceiling, just a warm glow from the ceiling.
Any particular source?
The ceiling is just glowing with color. It's like the ceiling is the source. The whole
That's
thing.
like definitely
The
magic.
whole ceiling.
Yeah, for this room is just like bathing in a warm glow.
Oh, weird.
There's an odd scent of sweet candies in the air, mixed in with the smell of old books. Despite the fact that there are shelves covering all the walls, there are only a handful of tomes. They are mostly sparse, with just one or two books just lying listlessly on the shelves. And there is a little pouch, a little leather pouch on the table, and a wand, which Octavia determined was magical earlier.
Octavia, can you scan the room for either magical stuff and maybe like see if the tomes are magical or if there are any? Detect magic. I believe your power doesn't let you see magical things that are invisible. So
What,
I
illusionary
have
magic?
that sense. No, they might see illusionary magic, but if I think if it's similar to Ciel's power, it was she couldn't see invisible stuff.
We already know, based on the wall, that she couldn't see the wall. It was some form of illusion.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, that's true.
And I don't want to touch anything because I don't want to blow anyone up. I'll just look around for anything that's non-magical that's out of place if I can.
Do people need their wounds tending?
I think I had suggested a short rest in the
Yeah.
event that we.
I could use a short rest.
How about we just chill for an hour?
As long as it's safe in here, I suppose so, right?
But
Seems
we
safe.
chill before we do touching, and then
Oh
in
yeah,
case,
all right, Carmen.
in case we trigger anything crazy,
What?
we do we rest before touching stuff.
What? Yeah. Why did you say Carmen?
I didn't.
Go on.
Oh, go
No,
on. I'm sorry.
nobody
I
said
heard
that.
Carmen. I was like, what? What? What did I do? I didn't say anything.
Oh, also comes a bitch as well.
Wow.
Oh, for God's sake! Wow. All right.
At the start
Can I
of
tend to my wounds then?
Yeah, if you want to short rest.
If we can.
Yeah, I'll short rest. Yeah, let's do a short rest.
Is everything okay in there?
Yes.
I heard some commotion.
Fuck off! No, she doesn't say that.
Nothing to trouble you. It was fine. We dealt with the situation.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, though.
Oh, what the hell? 2 minimum rolls. Stop.
Stop.
Oh,
Got a max roll.
Ah.
Max roll.
stop.
Do we succeed the short rest? Kim?
Yeah, the short rest passes without incident.
Crikey, I have to use a lot of hit dice.
Yeah, fortunately we have loads now.
Yeah. One more.
Yeah, that fucking cloud kill did a number on me. Oh.
She's like, oh, but. Whoa! We heard that. Just like whacked the microphone, I think.
She wants my attention, but I don't know what she wants.
Like, oh no, don't hold me. Well, she's like pretending to run away, but really she just wants you to.
Pay attention to
Grab
me.
her.
No, not like that.
Mm-hmm. She
Jump
what?
her back on.
You already got food. Stop it.
When did you feed her?
Did she get her noon food?
Yes. Yeah, so I already fed her at noon.
Okay, I'm good to go. Is everyone else good to go?
I need one more hit die. Just gotta
I'm
not
good to go.
think I'm good now too.
Alright.
I never use my hit dice. I forgot that they're so bad because I'm sorceress.
Yeah.
It's just because I have
Six.
so much HP. Yeah, just can't really fill it
Oh,
back
it
up
doesn't
very
increase
easily.
the con. It just increases the.
There is some feat that does get more health back. I think when you.
Yeah,
Where's the fun?
it's just not worth getting with all the stuff I have at my disposal. It's just not worth it.
Parry out of health.
All right. So, do you guys want to start investigating the room?
Yeah, I'd like to look at the titles of all 1,000 books that are on the shelves.
Just like 3.
Do they have any distinguishing markings on them? I guess May was also going to be looking at probably those. I know you were talking about mundane items.
I bet one's a cookbook.
Yeah, my intention is not necessarily to look at the books themselves, but rather not the books. You know what I'm saying? The shelves. Any possibility of any secret compartments? I have no skill in magic, so
You might need to touch them because, like in the previous one, there was only areas accessed through physical means, even ones that were just like you couldn't see through.
Oh yeah, no. I mean that's the second level, right?
Okay.
I just want to have a proper look first, but I'm anxious about touching things because I don't want poison smoke to corrupt and hurt me again.
What does magic
Walk around the room.
So you don't detect any magic, Octavia, and were you searching the room or the books specifically?
The room.
Sorry.
And me, sorry.
I'm not looking at the books. I'm sorry. I'm searching the
Just
room,
okay.
the walls, the shelves, even
Yep, sure.
the floor.
Do you want to make a perception check then?
Sure. Do I have is there anything that could inhibit my vision? Oh, it's a 22.
No. There's enough light here. So you see some scuff marks on the ground by this bookcase.
I gesture people to come have a look. Guys, this bookcase looks like it might have been moved. Can someone give me a hand?
And Owynn, can you make a history check for these books?
Oh yes, my favorite.
You're not sure. Really, these books range from various topics, from magical to mundane histories and accounts of the region.
Are these books on the shelf or on the table?
There's no books on the table.
Oh, okay.
There is, however, like a purse or something there, and the wand.
That's right. Yeah.
That was magical.
Yes.
I would like to have a look at the books as well.
Sure. Do you want to roll a history check?
I guess as we go around, I'll just be like, "Oh, you a bit of a history buff yourself?"
Not history, but like to study stuff.
Yeah. You're pretty sure some of these are quite valuable.
Okay. I would like to take some of these books.
Oh, hold on, we might not want to touch them just yet. But they seem interesting, but nothing.
They're like some of these are the only known copies that you've in your time as done research. For instance, you will have referred to certain books and copies which have been destroyed. and now some of them have appeared here.
Oh, so they're very rare. They're not magical, are they?
No, they don't appear to be magical.
Okay, I'll just touch it anyway, so I'll just take it and put it in my bag.
You can add 10, 12 rare books then to your inventory. I don't know how much a book weighs. Do you have a bag of holding?
They're heavy.
Uh,
They're like 5 pounds
I
each.
don't have a bag of holding. How heavy are they?
I think they're like 5
Like
pounds
£2,
each.
I thought.
No, they could be 2 pounds.
I vaguely remember when we took some from the.
Yeah,
Might
£5.
have to.
Pounds.
Oh, it's 5. Shit, fair
Damn.
enough.
Okay.
Oh, you are
Owynn-
heavy book.
Do you want to make an investigation check for traps, May?
Yeah. I'm trying to be as careful as I can though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily want to move the bookshelf. Will I need to do that if
Yeah.
I'm
No.
checking for traps? Okay.
Oh, that's wrong.
Oh, it's 21, right?
Yeah, so this bookcase is in fact rigged to fall on the person who tries to open it.
Okay. Am I able to disable it in any way? Like, if I can maybe stick something into the wall? To
Yeah,
stop it
you
from
think
falling?
you think you can jam it
Okay.
to allow it to be moved without falling. With the thieves, you got to make a thieves' tools check there.
Mm-hmm. It's 25 or my. Oh, well, that works.
Yeah, you manage it. Manage to wedge
Alright.
like a climbing spike in there, so it won't fall.
Okay, I think I've jammed this trap. It's very crude, this trap. Octavia, I don't suppose you can see anything extra. Any other, just to be careful.
She can't see any magic. Aside from
Okay, I mean, I guess we can try opening it.
Yeah,
sliding it.
let me try, May, because Octavia couldn't see the magic of the illusion either, so there might be a lot of things undetectable with her powers.
Okay.
So I'll try instead of you, because you'll probably get killed if there is a trap. So we're trying to move it, open it.
Yeah. I'm gonna back up. Way up.
Okay, I'll
Possible
try to open it then.
Ambush.
Alright, well, it slides open, revealing a door behind it.
Nice. Alright. Alright, I'll have a look down, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Is it like a dark corridor? Is any light at all?
It's a door.
It's a door.
Oh, it's just a door, right, okay. Yep, I'll check for traps then.
Yeah, this door is also rigged. You can, yeah, it's like some wire connected to the bottom, and you can see little holes around the frame of the
Okay.
door.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just disable it, like you know.
All right, yeah. You think you can maybe unhook the mechanism with your by using your tiny little thieves' tools below the door? Maybe unhook the wire. Do you want to make a thieves' tools check?
I mean, it's this point. If it's 25, is there anything inhibiting me? Because it's always going to be
Fucking
25.
roll the dice.
Yeah. Okay. I mega fix it.
Disable the trap.
I'll just rip it out. Like, oh, well, that was easy. All right. Open the door. Is everyone all right with that?
Get Octavia to have another look.
Oh, yeah.
Door itself.
Yeah, the door. There's no magic on the door.
I'll open it. I'd open it.
Sure. And
It
I'll
is
go
locked.
Yep. All right.
What do we plan on doing with the wand and the pouch armor?
That's a good point.
There's a pouch, right? Maybe there's a key in it?
I mean,
Was,
Oh yeah.
was the pouch magical?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No, what? No?
Okay.
Okay.
The
I
wand
thought
is magical.
The wand was.
Okay, I'll have a look in the pouch.
So in the pouch are all sorts of things. You can see like bits of dung, wings, teeth, some sort of powders.
It's
It's just
Spell
materials, right?
Is it
component.
like
a component pouch.
Oh.
Do you mind if
No, you can have it. I'll just throw it
Yeah.
over to Carmen.
I'll catch it?
Okay, you had a component pouch in your inventory.
It's pretty good because in case my focus breaks.
What should we do with this wand?
Identify it.
So she-
Owynn.
He's talking to someone.
How dare you? What are those figures in the back? Oh, yes, Owynn up there. Oh, look, yes,
Yeah.
the plus one.
Sorry,
it's okay.
I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
We're before we push forward, we're thinking we should identify the wand.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. I'd need like 10 or
10
so
minutes?
minutes.
You want to do it as a ritual?
Well, yeah, I would do it. I may as well. I think
It's
we have
worth
time.
it.
We've taken a short rest already, so
There's no rush. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I guess Owynn won't sit in the chair. He'll probably like make space on one of on the floor and just spend some time with
It's
the
not very
wand.
monk-like, is it, to sit in a big-ass armchair?
I'll sit on the chair and watch Owynn do the whatever he's doing.
Okay, it's very comfortable.
Nice and comfy. Chickpea, do you want to sit here as well with me?
Did you say that too?
Chickpea.
Chickpea.
Yeah, he's coming. He's hopping on as well.
The chair's a mimic.
For fuck's sake. Did anyone find a key?
No, I don't think so.
Guys haven't seen anything.
I mean, I
Same
assume
with
the
the
door
key.
has a standard keyhole.
Yeah,
Right.
it does.
Okay, it's fine. I'll sort it out. But we'll wait for Owynn to finish first.
I mean, it'll take a while, mate.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So you begin your ritual, I suppose, with the wand in your lap, focusing on it.
Nice.
The baguette in your lap.
Yes, baguette means wand in French. Well done.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you spoke Elvish.
That's right. It is the wand is indeed enchanted, and its job is to take books off the shelves to the person, to the wielder.
Oh, what a fucking.
Any specific books or just just any book he points at, basically?
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, does this mean there are actual invisible books here? Or books in another plane? Try doing it. Do it.
Yeah, I guess
Use
that
it.
makes a lot of sense. There's no caveats like you can only use it X amount of times on the day or anything.
Not that you know.
Cantrip wand. Yeah, okay. I'll point at one of the shelves that had fewer. One of the shelves randomly. Who knows? The one in front of me, I guess. This one, and see if any book will come to me.
Well, yeah, you picked up all the books already, right? And,
Yes.
there doesn't appear to be any invisible ones.
Is Octavia like reading a book, or is she just
I'm
sitting
watching you.
down?
I'm very interested in this.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right. Well, maybe I'll get a book. I'll put it out on the table, and then stand about walk 10 foot away, and then bring it to me.
Yeah, it floats over to you.
Oh, perfect.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I think
Get it
this
for
would
our
be
library.
pretty neat. Oh, we can go back into the other library as well and check it out.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually.
Wait, did you have to think of the book or just pick up any book?
think I just kind of pointed, but maybe it uses
What
thought as a.
And is the book that we need
What
in
if
here,
What if you focus on the book we're looking for?
which is the not doppel one, clone one, right?
But we don't know where the spell's encased in. I guess I'll think of like a spell book and see if I'll just point at each of the shells in turn.
Okay. Doesn't appear to have any effect.
No, I don't.
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't been clobbered by an invisible book yet, so. The stuff that you were faffing around with over there. Was there something behind it, or was it purely a trap?
No, we've got a
There's a
door. There's a
door.
door right here. There's a door.
Okay. Well, do we just continue onwards then? I guess.
I think so.
Is there anything underneath the chair or table? I'm gonna have a look.
I
Or
want to like flip
Maybe we've got a
the
carpet, right?
as well. Yeah, just flip. Like, is there a trapdoor underneath, sort of thing?
Does the
Yeah.
carpet look expensive?
Does it look like it flies?
It's not
Not
magic.
magical.
But that doesn't mean to say that it's not magical.
That's true.
Silly
It
thing.
doesn't look like it flies. It looks like a carpet.
Hmm.
But so does your other flying carpet.
True that.
Doesn't look like it flies.
Well, Owynn, if you want to move these things, I'll help you.
Yeah, I feel like he's. I mean, yeah, I'll just have a quick gander.
Yeah, there's nothing under the carpet, table, or chair.
Okay. Sure. I guess there's the one way. Let's go check that out before we check out anything else.
Okay. Did you want to unlock the door, mate?
Are we alright with that? Yeah.
Let's do that.
Did anyone want to respond to Dick Face in the other room about what's going on?
No.
We did.
Oh, we just said we were
We told him
fine.
to go fuck himself, right? Okay.
We just said everything's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm going to unlock the door using my thieves' tools.
Going to attempt. Okay, no, you open the door.
What?
It's unlocked.
Oh dear.
Anything
Okay,
magical
uh,
now?
Well, are you opening the door? Sorry, you unlocked it.
I'm gonna step to one side and gesture at Tilly.
Okay, I'll walk forward and open it.
Alright, so there is a small alcove beyond. Not a corridor or anything, just a small little alcove, stone alcove. And standing at the back of it is what appears to be the perfectly preserved body of a dark-haired human male. It wears robes that were in fashion over 100 years ago, and a signet ring that shows the seal of the Zentarum, though it's slightly different design to what you're used to.
It's a clone.
How is it encased, or is it not?
Not in case it's just standing there.
This alcove is the case, isn't it? It's the alcove that is sealed.
Wait.
The clone in. So
Wait, the body is standing there.
It would appear.
Is he
Yep.
like mummified or
There's a
not
small-
mummified? Is he just
no, he's
There's
Nice.
a small carved niche near the body, which holds a crystal bowl shaped like an egg.
Octavia?
Magic.
There's some sort of magic on the body. The bowl is not magical.
Oh, you say bowl? Bowl or bowl?
Bowl.
Bowl shaped like an egg.
Yeah, it's got a lid that you can open.
Do we have any information about? Wait, whose tower is this again? It's the Lich guys, right?
Mansions.
Is this Manchun's clone?
You have no idea what magic look like.
Do we have any sort of description?
Yeah, he is described as a dark-haired human male.
I mean,
That could describe
Guys.
a lot of people. There's not much in the way of like full on.
What about his phylactery? Is that? Do we
I don't
know?
think you guys really understand how clones and phylacteries work. Like,
Well-
if you have clones,
You don't
Yeah,
need
if-
phylactery.
you can't have a phylactery because your soul has to go into the new clone.
Yeah.
and
Also,
not the
if he's dead,
phylactery.
the clone would have woken up, right?
But we're here to get a phylactery, so I presume not his phylactery.
No,
You wouldn't.
That's
have
right.
but maybe this clone spells different because this one didn't wake up.
This is just an area in this particular like God, mini dungeon that we've discovered. We've happened to have stumbled across this particular empty library, and I'm surprised that no one's discovered this alcove. It's very bizarre.
No. Remember how we entered here, though. There was a perfectly shaped cube removed from this location. I think Mr. Wizard person moved the rock out, and then found this place here. So I think it was actually the powerful wizard in the other room that actually located this area.
And I guess this place is defended by creatures. It's but there's no sign of people having come in here and fought, is there?
Maybe
No,
100 years ago, though.
No battle signs here or anything in the
It's
room.
like
no.
pristine in
No,
here.
it's pristine. Pristine.
It's just really
Sorry,
strange.
you will get 500 XP as well, by the way,
Oh, sweet for discovering the thing. Well,
and
Um,
not setting off any traps.
so the corpse, the eyes are shut.
Yes. Doesn't appear
Is
to
it-
be breathing.
is it like
Those-
dead looking, or is it perfectly
look-
preserved so they
looks-
look like they could be alive but just asleep?
Yeah, looks like he's just asleep. He's not.
Is this a clone?
decayed anyway. Who you asking?
Carmen.
Carmen, do you want to roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have no idea.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, Tilly, it could be anything, could it? Couldn't it? I mean,
it's,
there's
Just
a lot
speculate.
it's not an egg.
powerful-
You just don't know for sure.
I mean,
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of powerful magic here, so
Okay, so you can't.
it might
you can't.
look like a clone, but it could be.
So you don't know, right? Understood.
Fuck off.
Bizarre. So there's just lots of sort of vague magic in this room in general. Did you say, Kim?
No, on the body.
On the body there is. What about the bowl?
No.
No magic.
what sort of magic was it again?
It's like a residue. It's very faint of necromancy.
Clone for sure.
Does anyone want to poke it? I dare you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my sword.
We could just mage hand it, can't we?
No, the corpse to see if it reacts to a sword being poked into it.
You're gonna PS it.
Okay.
Well,
Just gonna poke it.
I'll first touch the I'll breach the cloth.
Okay,
With the
I'll
sword.
move aside to this side.
All right. So the reaction is immediate. The robes begin to crumble away, and then where the sword, and around the tip of the sword, a blackness spreads out across the body. Chunks fall and crumble to the ground, and soon the entire body disintegrates into black ash. There's a whoomph as it falls, and the alcove is filled with this corpse dust. Can you make a dex save to jump away, Tilly?
Do I get advantage because I have alert?
But does that give you advantage on dex saves?
No, but you know.
Then no, you don't fucking get advantage.
Okay. Okay, I still haven't done one. Oh, does that fail?
Yes.
I will I will take Indomitable. Indomitable.
Reroll. You leap back, probably do a backflip or something, into the room as the black dust erupts, and then it settles back to the ground.
Oh,
His clothes disintegrated, but what about, say, his signet ring? His signet ring.
That also disintegrated.
Oh.
Everything.
Well, it's clearly not perfectly
was that?
Tilly, what did you do?
Honestly, it could have been like some sort of crazy valuable copy of like the actual wizard.
Well, how are you expecting to transport it if we can't even like touch it with a
Touch it.
blade?
Why would you have to transport it?
Why would you try and touch it with a blade?
Would I have any knowledge of what happened?
What do you mean? Oh, right.
Yeah, make an Arcana check. Yeah.
We might have been the only people to gaze upon the face of Manchun.
No, unless you somehow never looked at people ever
No, I
while
mean
he
in
was
this.
alive.
I mean in this present day. Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't really know. You don't really know what happened. It could just been so old that it crumbled immediately. It's just preserved.
I
And
approach Owynn and ask, "Do you think you could draw his face?"
I
From
mean,
memory.
I don't think it was like super pretty, but I could try. Why?
I mean, if it's as Carmen says or whoever,
Whoever.
maybe it could be useful historical information to have a picture of him, and then
This
we
is
could be
the
like,
face of a guy whose clone we destroyed accidentally whilst poking around in our alcove.
So, like, if we continue or anything like that, we'll figure out exactly who it was or something like that.
it's
I
just
mean,
one of
yeah.
those useful reference points, isn't it? It's like drawing those pieces of shit who took my blood and ran away.
So I guess I can be like, I can spend a few minutes like trying to pen something out, but it'll take a little while to like get something real good.
Yeah, maybe we should show it to the guy outside. He might know who it is.
Would he tell us?
Is there
Maybe
still
There's
any
no
not.
harm in
magic in the
showing
room?
him.
We still haven't found this book either.
Is there still any magic in this room?
no,
Okay.
The dust has settled to the floor, hasn't it? Or is it
Yeah.
just...
Maybe we
Chickpea,
should go inside the room in the
Go
little
inside.
alcove.
tell Chickpea to go inside.
The bowl is still there, right?
okay. Yeah, the bowl's still there. Chickpea wanders inside.
Jumps around.
Okay, while that throws the dust up into the air, can Chickpea make a dex save?
Does anyone else have prestidigitation?
So I'll just do this.
Okay. Is Chickpea immune to necrotic damage?
No.
Okay, Chickpea takes 15 points of necrotic damage
And it's gone. Whoosh. Oh,
and disappears.
Oh, okay. So that
don't
So
touch the
watch
dust.
as Chickpea stomps, throws the dust up into the air, and then squawks, I suppose, as it begins to melt into a glob of flesh, which then sinks into the floor and disappears.
Well, I'm glad I got out of the way of that.
okay. So remove. Is you just gonna resummon Chickpea?
Yeah.
Take you like an hour and some equipment.
Oh, well, maybe you should do it another time, Octavia.
Yeah, it'll take her an hour to resummon Chickpea.
Can I just peer inside? I don't want to go near the dust. I just want to see if there's any sign of secret door, secret wall, or anything behind it.
Make a perception check. No, it doesn't appear to be any secrets. It's just an alcove.
Okay. Can
Do we
I
have-
very carefully walk in and make sure that there are no secret doors? Like pushing against the walls.
Sure, yeah.
But very
Investigation
carefully.
check.
At least to rule it out.
No, you're pretty sure there's no sliding panels or hidden buttons.
Pick up that bowl on the way out.
As long as Octavia thinks it's safe to pick up. Actually, I'll just
we
use
can just
Starthorn.
mage hand it. Yeah.
Is it light enough for Starthorn to pick it up?
No, it's too heavy.
Okay.
Huh?
What about
big?
with 2 mage hands?
With 3 mage hands.
Oh, me 3.
4.
Does
What?
Owynn have mage hands?
No, it appears to be affixed to this stone.
Oh.
Hi.
Is there anything on the bowl? Like, is there any symbols, writing?
No.
Interesting.
Maybe we were supposed to offer something, and then like we got the ring or something like that.
Can we take the lid off?
Yeah, you can take the lid off.
What
You
about
mage
the
hand the
lights?
lid off.
Yeah.
That
I'll make-
works.
Okay, so the lid is off. I'll take the lid out of the room.
Okay. Well, inside are what looks like candies.
Oh, well, there you go. Interesting.
Sweets.
Are they magic?
They are. There are 3 light blue,
Will they
one
increase your
orange and
wisdom
white, one
for,
black, and one yellow.
for 5 fights?
So, are they giving out magic or?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're magical.
What sort of magic?
That was
So the light blue candies are evocation magic, and the others are all transmutation.
Is this some like Alice in Wonderland shit?
What's
turns
Alice
us
in
into-
Wonderland?
Little tiny things, so then we can wander around. Big tiny.
Do you have like proficiency in painters supplies? Yeah. Okay, roll painters supplies check.
It's either going to be like this beautiful, beautiful painting, or it's going to be the blob, the what's it, the touched up Jesus painting. Do you know?
It's fine, yeah. You sketch a decent likeness of him, as well as what you remember of the Centarum style ring.
Good job, Owynn. I can't verify that it's correct, but good job.
It looks like how you remember before Tili disintegrated him.
Oh.
so there was a total of 6.
Yes. 6 sweets.
Was it evocation and transmutation, right?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second.
Why would a clone have candy? Unless...
Nice little treat for when he wakes up.
Yeah, maybe it was for when he wakes up to make him able to go somewhere or something. Or...
Probably wouldn't be transmutation.
Just...
Can I just have a look inside the books? If
Yeah.
Octavia will also, and just make sure none of them appear to be a spell. Like,
Sure,
they're all
yeah.
history, to the best of my ability, anyway. Maybe I'd also ask Carmen and Octavia to help if they will.
Yeah, oh well.
Right, then do you want to make an investigation check at advantage?
Me?
Maybe actually have Octavia make the check with Arcana instead.
With advantage, right?
We'll help you.
Not with advantage, because none of those 2 idiots know anything about Arcana.
Oh,
I do. What are you talking about?
Can I die?
Carmen will try to help,
Oh,
but
don't need
she's
it.
useless.
No, see what she did because of me. She got it right because I helped her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you didn't help her, God, she may have
Um,
really failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, None of these books are spell books. However, while flicking through them, you notice that 3 of the books have spell scrolls wedged in them.
Ooh.
Can you just? I mean, I guess I could eventually discern what they are if I identify them.
Identify would probably work.
Wouldn't knowledge and arcana already have done that, since it's a crit?
Oh,
And since I'm
No.
very smart.
These are
from your whole one.
these are not. They're either not on your list or they're too high level for you to cast, so you don't know what spells these are.
Oh, okay. My highest level is level 4.
4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unless this one is. No, it's too high level.
Can she point out any to me so I can see if I know them?
Let's see if you know any of these.
Did Octavia mention anything about the rarity of the books? I'm assuming not.
No.
No, Carmen. You have no idea what these spell scrolls are.
Clearly not useful.
Well, I mean, I've got some time. If you wanted me to try and identify some of these things, I mean, maybe we could call back
Oh yeah. Chickpea.
Chickpea at the same time, depending on what everybody else wants to do. But it's essentially another short rest. Maybe you guys could figure out what we want to maybe do on the leaving here, if there's anything else around, I guess.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I want to have a think about this room. It's just weird with the empty shelves and stuff and
So
the
there's
wand.
no. You've checked all the walls, maybe. So there's no other exits that you saw.
Did you touch it?
I'll come to think of it. I mean, I saw the scuff marks, which is why I knew that was an area, but there's nothing like that anywhere else that I could see. I could do a thorough search. I'd like some help though, but
Touch
to see
them
if
all.
we can find something.
Like, because we fell through the wall of the previous room. Maybe there's
Yeah, I
something
could-
similar here as well.
I could just like tap the back of the shelves or move them, see if they give or anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working on summoning Chickpea.
Do you mind? Actually, I suppose bless it probably a waste of spell.
I can do guidance on you, but it's only for a minute, and it sounds like this is going to take a while, and I can't do that and identify.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just thinking in case something attacks me, I've got some level of protection. But I said attacks me.
Well,
trap.
if you want, I can smash everything up. Well, I mean, I can push everything, and then if there's, I can just. If
think I
all
might-
you're doing is touching, I can touch.
I might be alright. I'm feeling brave. Alright, and I'm gonna go round the room, and if anyone else wants to help, because I'm the only one that can do this. It's just digging the bookshelves, tapping to see if you can hear any hollow bits, or poking things to see if your hand goes through anything.
Gotcha. Is anyone helping with that?
Yeah, I'll help. But my tactic will be to just stab all the back ends of the bookcases. See if my sword goes through it.
All right. You can roll investigation with advantage. Hey. None of these shelves are magical or harbour any sort of secrets.
Well, at least we tried, and we were thorough. Now we can leave.
About the ceiling.
Yeah, what is up with the ceiling? Seriously, I still understand. It's like a glowing ceiling.
There's nothing underneath the
Is it
carpet.
is it like a
either.
pattern?
No, just solid.
Is there actually a carpet in the room, or is it just that you've created a map that has a carpet?
Yeah, there's a carpet.
Is there anything under the carpet?
You checked that already and know
Yeah.
there
okay.
isn't. Alright, Octavia, can you mark off? You've got in your inventory somewhere the find familiar components. If you should mark off one of those. I think you had 3. Down to 2 now. 5. Oh, you had 10. Okay, so you're down to 9. 9 fine for me, the components. So you just set your rare herbs and set them alight. And in the flames appears Chickpea once more.
You meet Sabina.
He jumps around and dances.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so Owynn, you've identified these scrolls are Programmed Illusion,
Okay.
Force Cage, and Simulacrum.
Fuck. Shit.
Simulacrum.
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 What's that? Simulacrum.
The Mucus.
Programmed Illusion, that
Force
one,
Cage.
and Force Cage. This guy wasn't fucking about, really.
I had a thought about the books and the wand. What if they mixed these rare books with the books in the other room? Or something. We should try the wand in that room.
Yes,
think- Sure. But
Maybe
I think
that's...
the wand will just pull out any book, but there's no harm in trying.
Well, we want to think of the one that this guy wants, right? Essentially, it's probably easiest to give him the wand and he can think of it. But, you know, we didn't really want to give him anything, so... It's going to be a bit awkward doing it in front of him, but...
Okay, well, I'm going to... A quick test. I'll get 2 books out that have, hopefully, some binds or whatever. I will point at one of them and think about the other book. Which one comes to me?
The one you're pointing at.
Okay.
Oh, never mind then. Then it's not going to work.
I mean, it
Just point it everywhere.
Why was it there? Is it just the lazy guy who just didn't want to walk to the shelf?
Are we sure that this is the only area? Like the other place we didn't necessarily fully check out yet, and he said that there was an area that he couldn't get through. Other than there being this forced area, I don't think there's anything that we've bypassed yet that he couldn't have got through.
Yeah.
So maybe we just chat with him, and whilst he might not help us, maybe we accept the deal. Be like, you know what, we will help you get your book if it's there. I mean, he said have a look. If this was their area, he'll be like, well, no. Otherwise, they will be like, sure. Like, well, we're
Yeah.
down here for the... We
Phylactery.
still haven't found the phylactery.
Yeah, so there must be something else, right? So
At the end of
maybe...
the day, for the greater good, if we give this guy a spell tome for the basis of us getting to destroy a lich's phylactery, that seems like a pretty good deal.
I mean, we could,
Yeah.
if we take him by his word that he's not using it for the spell itself, but rather the surrounding arcane knowledge, then
Really?
Maybe. I mean, I guess there's some similarities between potentially clones and phylacteries anyway, but one's a real bad person right now, and we can always come back and deal with this guy if it becomes an issue.
Yeah, well, don't give him the scrolls.
Oh no, those are ours.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you, actually. It just seems like this stuff's just... Yeah.
oh, shock,
did we-
horror. Tili's original plan coming to... Everyone's agreed on it finally. There we go.
No, I don't want to help. I just want it for myself.
There's nothing
Do-
wrong with being careful, Tili.
So I guess the question is, do we try and investigate the room before we ask him, or do we just ask him and be like, that was an interesting room? Well, you know.
Um,
I don't really like that dude.
we could say, we'll give you this wand. If we don't want to agree to getting the book for him, we could say, we'll give you this wand if you tell us which direction to go in.
There are other avenues of barter for sure.
Well-
I quite like the wand.
I know. It would be useful to him, but I imagine he would really like it too, wouldn't he? Because his
Yeah, it's a vanity
He
item.
would like it, but I would love it. There's a difference between that.
But if we get closer to the phylactery,
I mean, Octavia is hired by us. You can't expect her to care as much about it. I mean, she
True,
wants a
but-
wand.
she wants. Well, she gets a share of the loot, I guess. At the moment, she's only got some old dusty tomes.
Yeah.
wait. Nobody said she gets a share of the loot.
Does she not?
Why would she get a share of the loot? She's being paid by the Zentarium to accompany us.
For one of them.
No, for
Was that
Everything.
for all
It's
of
this
it?
whole campaign. You've been paid.
yeah. Yeah, she doesn't.
Oh,
We'll
wait,
decide
where's the DM?
whether she gets. We know from our
You're
memory.
on your own.
We're the party. You're just.
Well, come on,
Unless
though.
you want-
She's.
would you like to
she's
become
what-
part of the? You want to become part? I mean,
It doesn't even. I don't. Well, I feel like it doesn't matter if she's permanently with us or not. If she's worked hard, then why shouldn't she get a share? Not of everything, but for the duration she's with us.
I mean,
She's
when you're on
already
a
been-
ship, right? Don't they get a share of the loot even if they're being paid to be there, or is it that they?
No, they don't.
Well,
Well, we would pay,
they do benefit of it, what we bring to the ship.
but not.
They don't. We don't give them a share of our findings.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I suppose.
It's a fair wage.
Okay.
I mean, what we suggest? Well, out of character. What obviously it makes sense for our characters to be a bit like, well, you're kind of an outsider, so
Mhm.
if you want your character to be fully integrated into parties, you'll probably have to like openly ask, and say that she would like to continue being part of the group like full time, and then we would probably just go back, or where we share everything and you'd be an official part of the group. But from what
No,
we
she's
can
not
tell, we
gonna
just
say
assume
that.
that you've already been paid. Okay, well, until that point, then you can
Yep.
see why we would
You can
consider you
understand.
an outsider.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I'll keep those books to myself.
The what?
The books.
Oh,
But you
was
guys
that
said that you
okay?
guys don't really
Yeah,
care
you had a
about it.
conversation with Owynn about it, didn't you? Yeah.
You're keeping all the books then.
Well, yeah, if we agree to let you have something, obviously that's fair enough, isn't it? But it
Yeah.
shouldn't be a default that if we find a bunch of treasure
Yeah.
or
Won't
something,
give you
then
any. Yeah.
we're not we'll as a party decide what you're owed. You're not automatically entitled to it. But we're decent people. We'd probably be like, yeah, it's fine.
Possibly.
But then we would have to give some to Natari as well.
We'll come across.
No, because
Probably has a
he's following me, and he's doing what I asked him to,
It's more of a
and
slave.
nobody else is really. Yeah, he's more my personal companion.
For the Natari.
Well, he chose to come, so
He sought
It's
us out,
great.
or sought Carmen out, didn't he?
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, vote when we reach it.
So the other room then, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go back. Go back to the dude.
Sure,
Okay, I will wander off.
I'll follow you.
Oh, I can't walk through the wall, Kim.
Alright. Did I not? Why didn't I? Yeah.
I'm not really happy with helping this dude.
Yeah, as you returned then he said, "Oh, you were gone for quite a while. What did you find anything? Did you find it?"
I look at Owynn.
So this was where you were expecting you couldn't get in?
That's right.
We did not.
Disappointing.
Can I
feel
in-
like there.
something?
Sure.
Whether he truly thought this was the way, like, is he actually disappointed, or is he like find it? That's the
Yep,
Oh,
he's actually disappointed.
Um, we've been led to believe that there might be similar to you. There might be another item down here. Have you come across any other areas we perhaps could do with a second look over?
Oh, so are you seeking a particular item and you want my help? Well, perhaps there could have been a deal we could have made. That would have been great, wouldn't it? And then he begins to cast a spell.
Can I?
Counterspell it.
Yeah, I'll attempt to counterspell. Just like I'm trying to stop him. Not like I want to talk to him more. You know. I'll just go wait and then counterspell.
All right. Yeah, you begin the incantation, grabbing onto the bundle of magic, which is slowly materializing around him, and he fixes you with a glare, Carmen. His eyes, you can see they're golden. And he counterspells your counterspell.
I counterspell his counterspell, but I'll cause like with it subtly as well,
But like,
if possible.
is it important what level I counterspell as? Because I think he's very high level. I was gonna counterspell at level 7.
Yeah, mark off a 7th level slot.
Okay.
And he was counterspelling at 3rd, so he's got a roll.
Because I thought Owynn can't counterspell that high. This guy is really powerful, so. But when I said wait, I was non-threatening. Like I was like, wait, and then he kept going, so I'll counterspell. You know.
Yeah.
Need a wand of counterspell.
Yeah, he does counterspell it. So mark off a 7th level slot.
Yeah.
Does his counterspell not get counterspell?
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah,
So
then
doesn't-
Carmen's counterspell goes. Yeah. Oh, it's like playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's doing to Carmen, so we try and counterspell. So,
Wait, so can you counterspell in the middle of you casting a spell?
Yeah.
That's
a
weird.
reaction.
Yeah, it's a
Is it
reaction.
not? Is it non-verbal?
He fixes you with an annoyed glare. Says that was very rude.
How does he? So I did it subtly. I assume that was directed at Carmen.
Yes.
Yeah, as far as he can tell, his counter spells failed.
I just like hold both hands
He
up
thinks it worked.
and I say, I'm sorry. I just want to talk a little bit more. Just you can leave in a bit. We just have some questions. Maybe we can help each other. And I just look at the others like, right, like.
Yes.
We sweep for us. Yeah.
He closes his book with a sigh and puts it back down on the table. I've been here for several hours now. And the item I seek is not here. I'd very much like to get on with my search.
Well-
So I'm willing to hear you out, but after that, if you would please.
We did find a couple of things back there. Just thought maybe you'd be interested. Perhaps there is a clue. Or perhaps it's really well hidden.
The big thing, I guess, is that we know, we believe that there's an item that we have yet to find. Either you have it on your and have already found it, or there's another area that we have yet to discover that's in this building. And if so, then your book may well be amongst those things. You wouldn't want to leave prematurely before we found your book, would you?
That's solid reason. Damn. Kim's looking at Paul.
Okay. I'm sure there are further areas around here.
Tell me about. Should we say we're looking?
Have you? I realize that you probably don't want to tell us, but I'm here, and he produces the wand and says, "We're willing to trade this. Have you come across a magic? Looks like I think
It's a book.
it's a book.
It's a fucking book.
Oh fuck.
A magical, potentially. Have you come across a magical book?
What am I trading for?
Well, let's call it a lucky dip. It's a very, I think, a man of your studious nature appreciates such a fine trinket. I mean, you can probably tell it's.
It was in the back room.
Not without casting a spell that I can't, and you don't seem particularly amenable to me doing things.
But on my faith in Torm, I will. This is a magical.
Oh, sorry.
Fine. Fine. If it will allow me to leave quicker, I wasn't going to tell you. You've been utterly rude and not very gracious at all. But I suppose I shouldn't have expected much better from adventurers. There was an item I found earlier. It's over there. There's a hidden compartment in one of those. Probably the item.
Where does he point?
This reading table. Maybe.
Okay.
Did we not actually properly look at it? Goddamn.
It was in here. I think we started our search.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then you set off the cloud kill.
We should tell him what we. Because we didn't find the book, so we can't hand it to him anyway.
Yeah, why not? Let's just say we might have a clue anyway.
Yes. So like.
Show him the drawing, maybe. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
Perhaps. I feel like we've already made a deal for the wand, and he's already stuck by it in some respects. Perhaps some information. Do you seek information on? Oh shit! Like he probably could have studied the body, and that would have probably been quite useful to him.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't expect it to just, fucking disintegrate, did we?
There is some. We totally cocked that up.
What?
Well,
I mean, it was going anything we did probably would have fucking disintegrated. So
I'll just step forward and start telling him exactly what happened since we entered the hallway till we came out.
What are you telling him exactly?
Well, we entered the hallway, and then there was a wall of force that blocked me out. Inside, they fought these crazy creatures with 6 arms, and then the room itself was empty except for these 3 books, which were not magical. And then there was a secret compartment in the back, and there was a body that
No, there were like a dozen books.
dozen. Sorry, almost the same.
secret
Can't count.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, and then the secret compartment with the body that looked maybe kind of like a. We were speculating that it could have been some ancient dude, and then Tili went and poked it, and it crumbled, and then Chickpea died because it was. And then we searched and found nothing except for the wand component pouch, and came back.
Oh, and candies.
Oh, and candy.
Can I see these books?
Sure.
Yeah. You've taken out the scrolls. We've taken out the scrolls already.
Wait, what books?
Octavia,
What?
just show.
Fair enough. Here, look. These are the books.
Can I motion to May to go and maybe have a look in the reading cabinet if possible?
The reading table.
The reading table. I don't know if we want to, or she would
He
want.
checks the spines of the books, the titles, has a brief flick through them, Takes a good few minutes to do, and then he sighs again. All right, May. Since you know what you're looking for, you easily find. Yeah, there's a hidden compartment here that seems to be latched but not locked.
Doesn't look trapped or rigged or anything. I can just open it.
You want to roll investigation?
21.
It doesn't appear to be trapped in any way.
Okay, I'm just gonna open it then.
All right,
Not
inside the
silly, subtly or anything. Just fairly openly. Yeah.
inside the secret compartment is a tome. Its cover is a series of hinged pieces of quartz crystal.
Hinged pieces of. How does that
Quartz.
make?
So like
Hinged.
like the quartz are like flapping, or is it like they're could it be some kind of lock?
No, so imagine,
Like-
yeah,
They
they're
actually-
individually hinged to each other, so they kind of move like you could curl them a little bit. They're individual pieces arranged like in diamond patterns that tessellate across the front of the book.
Oh, I see. Yes,
with hinges between little hinges between each of the pieces, so that they can a little bit.
Is there any writing on it?
Are you opening it?
No, I'm not gonna
Writing on
open
the
it.
cover. Just
Take it out.
quartz.
Yeah, it's just the quartz. There's no writing, nothing on the spine. It's just completely covered in the.
Yeah. There's nothing on the spine. No.
I lift it up, and
You know it's a phylactery, possibly. You wouldn't want to touch it with your bare hands.
oh, okay.
Well, I mean, May just did.
May's just
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Terodu sighs and says, "No, none of these go into detail on the particular clone spell. Now, if there's nothing else," and he looks at the rest of you.
Yeah, you're free to go.
Well, I just thought, there might be more clues that we just couldn't figure out because we're not as powerful of a wizard as you. But
That's right, you're not. And he begins casting a spell.
I'll let him this time.
Sure.
Alright. He
Bye.
steps through a silvery gateway and disappears.
I guess I still have the one.
You still have...
Dope.
Octavia.
Owynn has a small amount of a smile. He's like,
He just wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Didn't care about the so he is gone. Octavia, then you having a look at the book?
Sure, yeah.
It emits a chaotic swirl of all auras of magic.
I drop the book and run away.
The quartz shatters.
Actually shatters.
No, it takes more than that.
It's only back into the cave, into the nook or whatever.
Oh, into the compartment. Okay.
how was he so sure that this book wasn't the one he was seeking?
Because he checked it already. He said he found it earlier.
Handled it, and then put it back.
I don't
Yeah, it
understand.
seems that way. Seems that way.
This whole
He said
place
he found it
is
earlier, so the
this
rest
whole place is
doesn't.
so bizarre. Why would there be a whole secret area just? Why would you leave a phylactery in such a obvious? I mean, it wasn't super obvious, but it's fairly obvious at this place.
Is there any magic in this room?
No.
Maybe whoever made this was just banking on the fact that whoever comes in here doesn't read books.
So what was that quartz covered book? What was that actually?
The phylactery.
That is the phylactery.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's got all the magics, doesn't it?
I guess now he's gone, should we leisurely check over the bookshelves? Owynn would like to add a few tomes to the library back home, so he would like to pick some up.
Yeah, I'll help Owynn.
I will look at the books as well.
And I'll be checking for
Alright,
secret areas.
I guess I'll just do it independently. I'm not gonna look over his shoulder or anything.
Hidden compartments.
Sure, I mean, we might be like guess it depends on what help.
Yeah, I just think we're both pretty crap at it. So
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking. Yeah.
Alright. Yep. Well, there are hundreds of tomes. Are you trying to pick out the valuable ones, or are you trying to take them all?
Things that might be to do with liches and in general, just things that might be interesting. From a real perspective, I've no idea. It's just things that might be interesting / round out the library.
Yeah, alright. Can you make a history or arcana check? Your choice.
jeez.
Perfect.
You can't make heads or tails of most of this collection. They are deep, complicated topics. Can't really tell if any are rare or valuable in a way.
Whatever. We got our thing. We got
Can
the
I-
backpack.
I will be looking for some as well.
Yeah, I was gonna pick a different shelf from Owynn and do the same thing, sort of help him out. I'll just go like, oh, I'll find something for you, Owynn. Don't worry.
Kama Sutra.
Is it? I can't know history, right?
Arcana or history, yeah, your choice.
Both crap. Yeah.
Okay, you help Owynn by
I just pick a red book and go. Red is good, right? Red is a nice color.
you're just actively misleading him in an attempt to sound like you know what you're talking about. Like, oh yeah, definitely this one. Yeah, this I know this author. History.
Do you find any good books?
Yeah, Octavia, you managed to pluck another dozen or so, which you are pretty confident are quite rare and valuable.
Cool.
So you can add another 12 rare books if you want, if you can carry that much. I don't know where you're putting all
I
these.
can't carry that. Is the carpet still around?
Yep.
Okay. I'll
I can
stack
unfold it. There you go. Just stack. I mean, I can put it in my bag for you if you want. I'll mark them as your books.
Okay,
I've got room. Okay. Let me do that.
24 rare books.
How many? 24?
Yep.
Well, 12 of them are very rare, and
Oh.
12 are rare.
Very rare books. 12? 12 very rare. How much each? £5, right?
Yeah.
And then 12 just rare.
Yeah,
Okay.
12 each.
Can I just pick up 30 books?
Yep.
I don't know how. I assume we'll just they're
Can mark them as
interesting
mansions.
for Owynn, but mansions. Okay.
Mark them as mansions books if you want. You don't find any more secret compartments or doors or walls.
That's from a 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this place it's just books. It looks like. Christ, how many books are you guys taking?
We've got a library. I'd like to fill it out. So
I
if
just
you've
like
got
see you guys like.
Like-
well, they're all in our bags of holding.
Either they stay here or in there, so fair enough. No one's going to read these, are they?
our library's going to be full of books from. I suppose Mansion wasn't a lich, was he? No, he's just a powerful mage. Okay, that's fair enough. So powerful mages and liches.
Do you think that it's
Yeah.
responsible that we
It's gonna be
take so many
incredibly
of these
valuable
books? We can't just give general public access to
I don't-
extremely powerful magic, surely.
I don't
Sure,
plan on
but-
giving it to the public.
Your
It's a
library.
full moon.
Oh, it's our personal library. Is that what you're saying, mate?
What I mean is that down here the books are out of reach of just any old people. But at our library, I mean, it could attract unwanted visitors.
Well, so if we tell people about it, although I guess some people already know about it.
Yeah, like people know.
It's something to consider. We might be alright as long as we up security. But
You might need to do that.
It could be its own little Fandolin. Not Fandolin.
I mean-
it is Fandolin. Its own little. Well, I can't remember what it's called.
Candlekeep.
Beginning with C. That's it. Candlekeep. Yeah.
Maybe you should just take the books to Candlekeep. They're safer there.
Oh yeah.
I'll have an absolute wet dream.
I don't know. Candlekeep can be infiltrated pretty easily.
Yeah.
Can we
Just
Can
need
you
a few
guys-
doppelgangers.
take a couple of books if you don't mind? Just like if you've got space. I mean, it doesn't have any weight. Like it'd be great if you could
Me.
take. Well, yeah, like you know, everyone has basically bags of holding. So if you don't mind, just...
Do I know what books
Yeah.
they're picking up?
Oh,
Yeah, they're picking up. You know, they're not like crap books. That they mostly concern magical nature, magical theory, or the nature of the weave. But it's just that some of them are more common than others. Or some have been because these are old books. Some have since been like disproven their theories and stuff, and so use
Right.
them.
I think after Owynn asks us to bring more books or take more books, I'll just grab them like a stack by how they look, like preferably red colors, And then, but before bagging anything, I'll go to Octavia and go like, "These are good, right?" And just like look around, making sure nobody's like witnessing this. It's like, these are pretty good, right? Just like let her look at some, and if she says that one's shit, she'll just discard some, or if they're all shit, she'll go back and pick some other ones and do the same again. So.
They £5. And what's the highest rarity? Have we got all of the highest rarity ones?
Yeah, Octavia has those.
And what's left? I suppose.
Just Manshoon's books if you want them.
What
Particular.
rarity are they?
Well, they're all common.
Oh, well, okay.
Common or outdated.
Don't think. Do you want any of these? Do you want me to take any of these, Owynn?
I'll take.
Yeah, I mean,
But none of you know that. Only Octavia knows that.
all we've got is like.
I won't tell
this-
them anything anyways. I have my
Yeah.
books. That's what matters.
Well, what about Carmen? Who
And
came
if
to you with
Carmen
books?
asks those specifically, I'll tell her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but they're still all common, right? Or. 'cause
Yeah,
you-
they are. They're all common.
Okay.
Yeah, Octavia has.
Okay,
rare
mine
ones.
are just red editions.
Red editions.
Well, I'll wait
All
for
the
Owynn to just
nicely
tell me what
bound
to pick up.
looking ones.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I'll just pick out more that I think are interesting or that will be like part of the library. Like, ooh, I'd love to study this one if I have some time.
How
Yep.
many then? Like comically lots, or like a small handful?
Like 40 would be about £200, so maybe that.
What? No.
Well, it goes into your bag of holding. It is negligible weight for you.
Do you have a bag holding me?
It's
Yeah, everybody does.
34 times 15.
15
510.
are 5.
What?
They're £5 per book,
Yeah, and you just said £200, right?
which is about 40 books.
Yeah, which brings my bag of holding to £503.
Well, then pick as many as you can fit in, or what's reasonable. I'm not asking you to overfill it. I'm saying if you've got
Okay,
space,
I'm gonna
put
take
some
10 books.
It's quite different
A little
from.
ridiculous.
Okay,
She's just
You
like,
could take
"Ah."
39 and that would not fill your bag.
basically. But
If you're
no,
at
Like-
503.
Like, you could just take books, and then if you need the space, throw them away.
well, we
Well,
put it on
Make
the
several
ship.
trips down here if you like really want to.
I don't give them that idea.
Mm,
You
common
cannot move the entire library.
Manshoon books.
When Carmen knows how to teleport.
Mm.
Right, well, 40 fits. But that's about it.
Sure. Okay.
God damn it. She's just like, are you sure you need all of these? When are you going to read them? Seriously,
It's
when are you
just
going to
for
read
our
them?
library.
I think you have a small problem, Owen.
I
Haven't
like
you
books.
considered minimalism?
If it was minimalism, then we wouldn't have a mansion.
Each and every one of these spark joy.
I mean, right now I'm feeling pretty joyful.
Would you say, Rowan?
I thought monks were into minimalism.
Well,
Yes.
Rowan's a pretty, off monk, isn't he? He's got, sorcery and bard in him. So
This is about learning. This isn't about owning.
Well,
okay.
sure. Keep
I mean,
things-
the one's mainly about owning.
I need to swap to my laptop. Is there something? I mean, that will take me like 2 minutes. So I'll just.
Just do it quick.
Did
Huh?
we take any time to identify the sweeties? Would we
No,
like to?
I think we should. They could be very important. Maybe they're the actual key to figuring out this riddle. But like, I mean, we
This
got
is
the
a
phylactery, but
spell.
like, I really want to know who that stupid clone was. Well, person, dust man was. but like, maybe the sweets are a hint of what we did wrong.
I think we were supposed to get that guy to go in and study the guy who was in
And you couldn't-
stasis.
But you couldn't enter, right?
Well, we don't know why, but
Yeah.
I can't remember if we said something really bad, but he really didn't like us.
Yeah, he was really polite at first, but
Maybe we weren't. Maybe we need to work on our charm.
well, I just look at Tili.
What? I said fucking agree with him. You're the one who said no, he's untrustworthy. I
I'm
probably
just
heard you
saying,
through the door
you're
saying
not
how
no-
untrustworthy everybody is. And then he was like, oh, I'm offended now. Where I was like, oh no, go for it. But
I'm
So-
just saying, in general, you're not the politest person ever.
yeah, but that's irrelevant to this dude. So don't start pointing your finger at me.
I didn't point. I was just looking at you.
It's a figure of speech, Carmen. Sorry, I realise that you're not too versed on Common, are you? Or any other language for that matter.
Oh, sorry, what? I don't understand halfling. Nobody does.
Didn't really understand much, do you?
Oh, who do we lose?
She's just going to.
It's
Sure.
Laura. It's Laura.
Oh, right.
Well, shall we spend some time seeing what these sweets are, and then if we
Sure.
can take the phylactery back?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, identify those big boys.
So, is the phylactery still in the compartment? Because May just dropped it in there.
Pretty much.
Good point.
I don't think we wanna-
I'll just grab it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go and grab the phylactery and put it in my bag. Pardon.
In your bag of holding. Alright.
Book phylactery.
Yeah. Sure, but phylactery is fine.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello there.
Stop hurting yourself, David.
I actually don't remember what was said that made him upset, but
Probably no was what made him upset. Telling him no.
but even when we said no, he was just like, "All right, whatever," and then I don't know. He helped us with the cloud kill.
I don't think he was upset. I think he just.
Did he help us?
He got upset once you counterspelled him.
Right.
Of course.
Well, but he was leaving because he was upset, wasn't he?
No, he's leaving because you didn't find what he like. He was waiting to see if you found what he was looking for, and you hadn't, so he was leaving.
I think it's fair enough that we counterspelled him because we just don't trust him, but at the same time, yeah, it's his right to leave if he wants to.
Yeah.
Wait, was this...
Well, I counterspelled him because I hoped that if we told him what we found, he would go, "Oh, that sounds like a something," and we could be going back and fixing or finishing or finding something that we missed because all of us are too dumb to get the stuff. You know, that's why I did it.
Speak for yourself.
I'll identify them.
Identify what, sorry?
The
Candies.
sweeties.
Oh, who picked those up?
Well, we
I didn't
left
pick them
them,
up, I didn't-
That is
but we're going back to look at them
Okay.
again.
sure.
Right?
Oh, did nobody
That's what
actually
I
pick them
thought.
up?
I don't think anybody picked them up.
We just
We
opened
didn't
the bowl.
explicitly say so. I think it was just they're there.
Okay.
I opened the bowl and then we saw them and then we did nothing with it. So
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, it's going to take you a while to identify all of them. There's 6.
Yeah.
That's fine. The dudes left. We'll take him back into this room.
I
Let's
will-
just spend the hour identifying them.
I guess I'll just walk around.
I'll sit in-
quick doors or
We all
something.
just.
I'm gonna sit on a chair and read. Pick a random book and start reading.
Alright, are you going to identify all of the light blue candies, or are you going to identify one and assume the rest are the same?
I think I was going to identify one and assume the rest were the same.
Okay, so you only have 4 to identify. So the one light blue one you pick acts as a potion of superior healing.
Oh.
The
Nice.
orange and white is Fox's Cunning, as per enhance ability. Black candy.
Yeah.
Black candy is Bear's Endurance, and the yellow one is Eagle's Splendor.
I don't understand what these things mean except superior healing.
Black is bear.
Yeah, Bear's Endurance.
And what was the yellow one? Sorry.
Eagle's Splendor.
Do we know them as those names, or do we just know? We actually know the properties. You're just giving a shorthand for it.
Yeah, exactly. The shorthand. The actual identifier will tell you exactly what it does.
Superior healing.
Can you tell us what they are?
If you go to the spell, have a look at enhance ability. It's in there.
Where?
Go to the spell tool, look up enhance ability.
Okay, I can't do it right now, but can someone else?
Alright, well, Bear's Endurance gives you the target advantage on Constitution checks and 2d6 temporary hit points. Fox's Cunning gives advantage on Intelligence checks, and Eagle's Splendor gives advantage on Charisma checks.
And it's just specifically the check has got nothing to do with skills. It's just a straight con check.
Skills are ability checks.
So it's anything. So, for example, what even are there any skills that have anything to do with the Constitution at all?
No.
Shitting's constitution.
You can use any
It's
ability
endurance
with any
stuff, so-
skill, but yeah, it's very like Constitution checks are rare.
well, like if you're doing, I know, are those days when you do a chase, like
They
running for a long time?
might
And...
be checks, yeah. They might be Constitution checks for chases, yeah.
Or saves. Who knows?
I don't know if saves or checks. I can't.
I'll be like, this one's a superior healing potion, and I'll tell you what the 4 I checked. Probably keep the 2 aside for now, with the expectation that I'll probably check them later.
Okay.
Just double check that they are.
Okay. So after your identification of those, we just head back, I imagine, and the factory in.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants the essentially healing potion?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Hold on to them until people
Alright.
actually want them, I think.
Let's go then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
go.
We exit
Hop back
through the
on my carpet.
stairs. Wasn't the top of the stairs a 20-foot drop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get on, everyone. Hop, hop.
Okay.
Park.
Climb on.
Climb on, honey.
I'll just.
Do you say something, Rich?
I guess I'll just walk up with my boots as it.
Right. Okay. Yes. Alright, so you all, with the aid of the carpet or your winged boots, manage to exit through the top. Well, I suppose through the floor of the tower now, back into the remains of it, and are once more in the ruins of Zentil Keep.
I guess we head to.
Why did Richard's sound suddenly disappear? That's
It could be because Snow's on a hard drive, so it's trying to blank out the background noise.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Threshold.
It's doing it really well, to be honest.
She's in the other. I guess it's back to normal.
Yeah. Yep.
So far, yeah.
So we head back to the camp then. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah, well,
Alright.
yeah, I think we are. Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Alright, yeah. Are you stealthing?
Yeah, we probably should. We probably should, just because we always get attacked by zombies, and the fewer times we're attacked by zombies, the better.
Woo. Wait, where's Natari?
More like, no.
He's doing so much better than me every time.
Like this, mistress.
You're doing it wrong. Shut up.
Alright, yeah, so you make it back, slinking through the ruins without issue. With your, I suppose, carpet piled high with books trailing behind you. So you make it back into the Zentarum camp. It's a modicum of activity as usual. People striding about on their tasks, people returning to the city, their own expeditions as well. And the center of it all, Marcellus, overseeing operations.
Marcy.
Hey, buddy.
Mission successful?
Marcy, my boy. My big boy, Marcy. Got some news for you.
So at the moment, I'm just picturing there's the little the ruins with the little marquee hung over it. Approached. Marcellus is at the table overseeing things, chatting with groups that have come in and issuing orders, and Tili is standing some way at the back saying things, like just talking up, looking up, and being totally ignored.
I will cough loudly. I'm just going to jump on the table.
So now you're normal height-ish.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So now I'm
rude.
face to face.
Jeez.
Marcellus, I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Yeah, we got the third one.
Really?
Yeah.
You have it. Excellent.
Yeah.
Were there any complications? No one turned into no one died this time. No one turned into a constellation.
I just
No.
go, didn't even have to fight.
Wonderful.
No, but it's worth noting that there was a powerful wizard that we found down
Powerful wizard. Can you describe him?
there.
Didn't he give us his name?
Oh,
He
him.
did, didn't he?
Yeah, he was looking for one of the books relating to the previous.
His name was
Centaur Mage.
Oh, yeah, you did let him read the books, didn't you? You all get 1,000 XP each
Okay.
for that particular little side quest with Terodu.
Yeah, his name was Terodu.
Wait, we got.
You would use that.
What did we get the XP for?
Let him
Complete
read the
requests. You got the books and let him read them.
Man,
That was
if only we had actually taken the leadership tome, because, like, is it the deal? I still think we did right.
Because he wanted to know, he wanted to find that. So you kind of explored the room.
Oh, for him. I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. You let him read. So.
Oh. Wait, so those books were about cloning?
No, they weren't in the end.
Oh, okay.
But you still, you were still able to check himself and verify.
So if we fucking did the thing and just said checked it,
If you'd taken his offer, yeah.
you cunts! Jesus!
Leadership and influence.
Oh my god! Can everybody just listen to Tili from now on?
No.
She's clearly the smartest out of everyone.
no, she's just
Oh,
clairvoyant, but not necessarily perfectly reasonable. But I think we're all.
following her advice, you would now be a incredibly magical tome up right now.
Well, Tili wouldn't know that if he would actually give it. So.
Oh yeah, but if he went back on his word, we'll just kill him.
So,
Anyway.
Yes. So I don't take the book out or anything, or even say phylactery out loud, because I think you generally want to keep it on the down low, because you don't know who's in this tent, who should know the exact things that we're doing. But I'll just say I have the third one. Should we, put it away?
Yes, by all means. Yes, let us. One moment. He just has a few words with some of the people, and then strides out to the little courtyard.
Was there anything on the table? Is it
There was a map. Yeah.
Is there figurines or anything like that? Or
Yeah.
counters? Okay, I kick one of them flying and then hop off the table. Because they were ignoring me the whole time, so fuck them.
Calling him Marzi. No one here called Marzi. I don't know who you're talking to. So.
But yeah, I do that and hop off.
as Tili jumps off the table and starts walking away, Owynn will go over and be, I'm really sorry for her, and then cast prestidigitation on the mat, try and clean off some of the muck.
Okay. Yeah. Tili's boots. Alright. Are you going with Marcellus?
Yeah, I'll follow him down to the chest area.
Alright. Yeah, if you would leave the book with me while I open the chest. I'll wait you. Oh, sorry, not you. Sorry.
You open the chest, and I'll come down and put the book in.
I will. Yeah, if you wait here, I will go open the chest and then come down.
Very well.
When are we able to permanently store it? When are we able to permanently store it?
Store it.
He's trying.
Yeah, okay.
Owen's trying to be coy, because Tili was not saying words, so Owen was like, well, permanently store it. But put it like we did with the.
Well, we have the lightning serpent's fang, so we can do it on the morrow if you wish to be prepared.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
How? I don't suppose you heard anything about the other key.
I believe it's on its way. Should be here reasonably soon, I'd hope.
Cool. All
Be
right.
done with this whole business and I can return.
All right.
And the Sword Coast will be saved from a plague of liches.
Wait, that would be the last of them. Will not require.
Not the last, but once it's destroyed, we can eventually be done with this place.
Right. Okay. I
One
suppose
step closer.
I'll finish the thing where I put the book in the chest. After like he gets somebody to back me down. If that goes smoothly, does he?
Yep. The guard will let you know he'll come back upstairs with the rest of you. Grand work, friends, grand work. So many threats now removed. Tosses you a pouch, which contains, like, he promised you a reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. I wasn't even doing it for a while too.
Yeah. And then pauses momentarily, staring off toward the northern ruins. Finally, he turns to you and smiles once again, this time with a hint of malice. For your service, I give you this chance to flee. Run along, little sheep. Run along.
What?
The ground begins to shake violently, and you hear shouts of alarm as the Zentarum soldiers are knocked from their feet. Beyond the crumbling walls of the northern keep, you see a grey mist billow dozens of feet into the air. And then hundreds. From the center of the city, a massive black shard rises from the cloud, up and up and up. As the grey fog nears its peak, it breaks, and the wave of dark energy rushes outward toward the edges of the city, towards you. What do you do?
Oh my god!
Let's kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I go to stab
Roll
him.
initiative.
I go to whip my.
I knew it. This bastard.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Fuck's sake.
Are we moving on to a different?
No,
Wow.
stay here for now.
There was so you said there was definitely like a little hint of malice in his
Yeah.
smile, wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He called us run little sheep. You think that's
Oh,
nice?
hold on. I've rolled for hold more baggins. I get +3 on that.
I think you should roll again.
Don't forget the music.
There's music.
It's fine. That's like the last thing. I think it's like it was like so well timed that you chucked in that
The epic.
Build-
But it's only
yeah.
a minute. It's only a minute.
It's only a minute long, yeah. Who else? Who are missing? May.
Oh, okay. So we're able to. Okay.
Roll initiative.
Natari.
Oh, sorry, I was making a nap.
Oh,
you always
he's
get
not.
have a go at
He's
us.
Natari is on my.
Yeah. No,
It
I
doesn't-
said sorry. Just stay on this one for now.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter, by the way, if you select your token anyway. You can select your token and then it'll work out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can change maps. Yeah, because the turn order stays the same depending on. It
Yeah,
doesn't
but-
matter what map you're on.
Find your token because it's a different token.
It's a different instance of the same token.
Yeah.
Owynn, stun him.
Oh, this guy's gonna fucking die.
He is.
I mean,
Yeah.
is the ground even stable at this point? Are we even able to kill him?
It's rumbling. Not everyone's been knocked to their feet, but several of them have. Yeah.
What we should do is kill him and then GTFO.
Yeah, this huge cloud of black fog. Is it black grey fog? Is rushing towards you. It's far in the distance where the shard erupted from the ground, but it's coming.
We've got 3 people with Dimension Door, so we can transport 6 people.
Man, we kill the dude.
All right, Tili, go ahead.
Yeah, after we kill the dude is what I
Okay,
see.
first
You launch
attack.
yourself at Marcellus.
Now, I want to see whether he shields or not, or some funky.
No,
like
he
that.
just stands there as the blade carves into him.
He just stands there.
Okay, that's weird.
That hits.
Uh,
Yep.
Does
That's
he
also a hit. The second. He doesn't flinch, no. The third one is a miss. The fourth one hits.
Oh wait, that fourth one should actually be a. I always do this. That fourth one should actually be a frostblade. Let me just do this and then roll the damage from it, because it's a different
Okay.
amount of damage. I only get 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Well, he's not flinching, so I don't think I'll expend anything else.
What if he's just like manipulated in some way? He's under the influence of these liches.
Yeah, but what if he's not and he's actually just mega powerful?
Whether he's a puppet or not, he needs to die.
17.
Wow. So when you were a
17.
puppet of a phylactery, you should have died.
Well, I
No,
wasn't.
because
I wasn't
he
doing
wasn't-
anything.
He wasn't
was I?
destroying everything, was he?
Well, we don't know.
20,
Like,
30.
at
He needs to be stopped.
which point?
Are you?
30,
If you can find a way to free him, but he's
42.
probably. We don't even know if he's.
You
even a
getting
puppet
per
or not.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, he's done already what he's wanted to do, so maybe he's just not
Yeah,
gonna
I got
do
42. I
anything.
got 38. Yeah, plus 4. 42. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so the blades slice into him.
And he's
Appearing.
just-
He appearing to bleed, but he doesn't flinch. And just stares intently at the group.
Okay, that was super weird.
Owen, what are you doing?
I would probably like to say, "What have you done?" And you saying this staring intently.
Mhm.
Is there anything I can read off him other than what you've already told us?
Oh yeah, do you want to make a perception check with your action?
More, I was thinking insight
Inside.
as a.
Oh,
as a-
sure. Oh, that's fine.
Like his intentions type of thing. Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like his whole entire bearing seems to have changed.
Mm,
And you said he's staring at the.
yeah, he looks as though he's done what he needs.
Does
And
he look
that's-
like he's accepting his fate?
Kind of, yeah. He looks like whatever task he was given is complete, and he has nothing more to do now. That's the impression you get off this guy.
Come.
All right, May, what are you doing?
With slight hesitation, but confusion, I'd shoot him.
All right, roll attack. That hits.
He's next to Tili, right?
Yeah. Alright, the bolt punches cleanly through his head, and you can see the hole that it leaves. What looks like skull and brain matter quickly turns to snow and ice as the rest of him slowly melts into the floor.
Ah, girl.
Can I use my reaction to identify that spell? Is it possible?
Can't, because he's not casting a spell.
Oh right, shit. Never mind.
Is his body just? Is his body like fallen to the floor?
Yeah, it like bits of it
It's-
fall off and it
It's snow.
crumples and turns into snow and then melts.
I just shout everyone, "Let's get out of here!"
Yeah, flee.
Make a run for it.
Oh, you killed him, did you?
Does he
Well,
have
Not
anything
really.
on him?
It's not a body. Right?
There's
it's
nothing.
Like,
It's just
it's like ice, snow. It's not really. It's not flesh. It's like some kind of weird placeholder for him.
snow and ice. All his equipment, I suppose, is still there. Yeah.
Anything magical would be.
Well, just anything. I don't think similar criminals have their equipment.
Did you say you had a long curved blade?
He has a katana, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I thought.
I guess if anyone wants to get his katana, that might be useful.
Owyn's fast enough. He'll quickly grab what he can. Assuming we're out of combat,
Yeah, you are.
he'll dash to it and then start running with the rest of the group if they're all running.
Well, there's a faster way, but if you guys want to
Yeah,
run,
I
I'll
see.
dimension door.
Yeah, without any equipment.
I look over my shoulder at Owynn and then join him in the search. You know, like again, just confused and, you know, worry and paranoia that there's anything that could implicate any part of her life in this
Sure,
body. But
Yeah, well, you can roll an investigation, or if you just want to do a really quick check, then just on hand he has a breastplate, he's got a cloak with
I'm
the
just gonna try and
Zentaro
grab it.
symbol,
And then run, basically.
and he has a katana, yeah.
I
Cloak
mean,
plus green.
you
Cloak,
said he
breastplate.
held up like a pouch, right, for our reward.
That's still there. I think
Okay.
Tili's got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so you got it.
I'll just put pouch for now. I won't open it yet.
Owynn grabs the sword, and I'll start rifling in his pockets until
Okay.
unless someone
Will
stops
you
me.
make an investigation check? That'll take you at least a turn.
Yeah, I mean, Owen's just trying to grab all of this up, being like, let's just get out of here. We'll search
And
it when
she's
we
like,
get
give
out.
me a moment. Just give me a
He's got-
second.
He's got nothing in it. It's
I sigh. Okay, I'm coming. And dash.
While everybody's doing that in panic, I'm standing next to Octavia, put a hand on her shoulder, and just indicate to her to just wait. And then I'll tell Natari to wait next to one of the others, and I'll say to Owynn, outside the city walls, and I dimension door out. As far as possible, 500 feet towards that spot, and Natari's going to take one of the others.
Are you going to your ship?
Oh, wait, the ship is right in there.
It's on the house.
We didn't actually.
Well,
leave
I
our
can't
ship.
move the ship very quickly, right? I can't. It's just going to be there. They're just going to be sitting ducks. So once I've dimension doored out, I'll send a message to tell them to GTFO and stay under deck as much as possible. Like, the majority should be under deck. There's a cloud coming, right? So, right.
Alright. Yeah. They're
And so,
loud
yeah,
and clear. You get a kind of panicked response, like, what is it? And then, obviously you can't reply.
yeah.
What is it? What's happening? And then that's the last you hear.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
As the cloud, the grey cloud, sweeps over the rest of the ruins, billows out into the lake, though it does seem hampered by the water and doesn't make it very far. And so Carmen and Octavia, Natari and I guess Tili, and then have dimension,
Owen will
and then
push.
Owen and May.
May through it.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Enough of the music.
Oh, that's used.
I have to mark that the dimension door's gone.
Yep.
Yes. And off Natalia as well.
Oop.
So at the moment we burst through, I go to Owynn, like, show me this stuff. Let me look at them.
Well, first of all, are we even safe? Is the cloud still heading towards us? Because he's fucking running if it's still heading towards us.
I was,
Yeah, you continue running, and then after a while, you can see that the cloud has not reached beyond the borders of Sentinel Keep.
Was the
Can
cloud
we-
magical?
Is what magical?
cloud.
You have to be standing within 30 feet of it to know that.
Oh,
No, that seems a bit close.
Well, from where we are, can we see part of the lake?
Not through the. Well, maybe a little bit through the trees.
If I can't see it through the trees, I'll climb up. I want to see, I think Carmen's really, really worried about the crew, so she just wants to see if it's sailing or just stuck. If it's stuck, then something's happened to the crew.
We want to see if what's stuck. The ship.
If the ship's still...
It's sailing. No, it's sailing.
Okay.
You catch sight of it.
Okay. I just, sigh of relief, and,
And so I want to look at the stuff, but I'll be up frantically like, show
Owen
me
just
the stuff.
dumps it down and, practically ignores her at that point and is just like, what the hell happened? To the rest of the group.
I knew we couldn't trust him. He was a bad man from the beginning. Fuck.
But we
was the
destroyed a
slow
factory.
it was the slow clap, I know.
Um,
I gave him away.
didn't something rise out of the ground? There was this big
Big, like,
There's a
spike.
huge spire, black spire in the distance. Yeah.
We have to go there.
Can I inspect these this equipment then, please? For symbols.
Sure.
Any
Go ahead.
information.
Make an investigation check. Yeah, on close inspection you can see that these are all flimsy replicas. The sword is not have an edge to it. The breastplate is not made of expensive material or well crafted. It's more like props than anything.
I like kick them and just leave them on the floor. It's just fucking replicas. This piece of shit. But she kind of kicks him a bit maniacally until she starts crying in frustration. What
We
have
have a
I
few-
done?
You've already sent the ship to sail off then, Carmen.
Yeah.
So that's not. We can't go back to the ship. Either we go forward to the spire, or we go back to, say, the tannery. And
Bindery.
what is it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Fine.
We need to rest anyway. I would say we go to the bindery.
Do we need to rest?
It's like evening anyway, right?
What's in the contents of the bag that he chucked us? Is it Also-
1,000 gold pieces worth of gems.
Mhm. Okay.
who did he chuck that towards?
Me.
Tili.
Okay. Well, I suppose I've opened it then. I'll just add 1,000 gold pieces.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. And you all get 1,000 XP each.
Okay. So the bindery is days away, isn't it? From my. Is it not?
Don't think so. I think it's like a solid 6 hours or something.
Yes.
Well-
Can we actually get there?
Half days.
What time of day is it now?
I imagine it's quite late.
Yeah, it's was even like 6 or so because you spent quite a long time just investigating and
So we could
identifying stuff.
We could go back if you wanted to, or we could camp.
We could camp.
I think we need to try and make. There's no point dashing in immediately. We need to come up with a plan, even a bad one, but we need to come up with a plan.
Right. And Owynn, in your head, you hear the voice of Krenez, which says, "Hello, are you still with us? We saw a huge black spire erupt from Zentil Keep. Is everything okay?"
I'm trying to work out how he's communicating to me. Do I know, or is it just it happens?
It's the sending spell is similar to your sending stones.
Oh right, so he's actually just. So it's not like he gave us anything.
No, you just cast sending.
We had been. Do I have a limit? Still
25
30.
words.
I guess it would be like. Think we helped some people do some evil accidentally. Zents are in the middle of this. Phylacteries and liches involved. Can you help? Something close to that being 25-ish. I don't know. Maybe that was.
Alright. Yeah, you don't hear an immediate response. Are you guys doing anything?
I think we're going to make camp. I will probably say I've just had him contact me. This can be seen from a long way away. I assume he'll contact me again when they've discussed or whatever.
Alright, yeah, after a few minutes you do hear another sending come your way, which says, return to the bindery if you can. The rest of the factions are mustering to decide how to proceed.
Alright.
And your report would be useful.
Okay.
I have a question.
Octavia, you see that? Is there not a really good reason why you should stay?
Yes.
I mean,
I put my hand on Owynn and shake my head. Like, no, let her piss off.
God.
if it's coin that only speaks the truth, well, speaks to you, then I'm sure we have some to be able to. What would it take?
I don't know. I think she's really useful.
Her intentions are purely selfish. Whatever she's no longer bound by a contract. Whatever we go through there, we can't trust her.
Well, either she was selfish before and she honoured it because of a contract, or we create a new contract and she's still able to honour. It's it depends on what. I don't think that argument holds up.
I mean, if you're offering to hire her, then
yeah.
I mean, it's her eye. Her eye is. Let's be honest. It's a lifesaver. But I mean, she doesn't.
She's been fighting valuable.
She might be kind of an arsehole, but she doesn't seem.
She's for every impression I've got of her, all of her intentions seem to be purely selfish. I haven't seen any sort of act of altruism or benevolence from her.
Really selfish, did you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, it cut out. I mean,
I did my job. My job was to take you to these phylacteries, and I did that.
Yeah, good
we're
job.
having a private conversation.
Well done, Octavia. Yeah.
We did.
So if you don't need me, I will go now.
We do. Look, let's be honest. Like, remember way back in the beginning, we were all kind of came together because we all had our own specific, I suppose, goals, and I don't want to use. Well, okay, I will use it as an example, but Carmen was kind of the same right at the beginning. Maybe Octavia's just Carmen from way back when.
The difference is Carmen expressed an interest of actually completing this. Octavia doesn't seem to express that interest.
No.
We didn't hire Carmen to continue. She did it from her own free will.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's up to her, really, isn't it? I think we could really benefit from her.
Okay,
skills.
Octavia, we're willing to pay you some money if you'll help us on the next part of our journey. Otherwise, no, you are released from your contract and free to go.
How much are you offering?
I don't know what it was worth. What is your services worth?
What did the Zents offer you? What did you get paid from the Zents?
Ask the DM.
What did she get paid from the Zents?
She was paid 500 gold pieces for this,
Is that
for this
it?
campaign.
I mean, fine, fair enough. That's quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
I did
Actually,
some maths.
Yeah.
I have some spreadsheets about what that actually means in terms of real living costs. I won't get into it now, but
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
How about a share of the treasure?
No, fuck that. Are you serious, Carmen? No, absolutely not.
What does
No.
Octavia say?
Remember the kind of treasure that we get? No, give her another 500 gold pieces. We could definitely do with her. I don't mind.
She
Yeah.
she hasn't told you 500 yet.
Oh, I see.
That's what I've told her.
Okay.
750 gold pieces. 750.
Fine.
I'll help you with this. Okay.
I mean, I look at the rest of the team.
I just nod.
Yeah. No, I mean, she fulfilled the contract. If that's how she rolls, then fine. We could definitely deal with another person. 750 pieces.
I would like to try and figure out Octavia a little bit. Do I get the impression from her? This is asking Nina. That you would be bound by your contract and be honourable, or are you unreadable?
No, she's honourable. She will do what she said she'll do.
I believe in it. I think it'll be worth the money.
Fine.
Okay, so the contract being to help us resolve this situation in its entirety.
Half up front, please.
No, the whole thing up front. I can't be asked. You're not going to run away. Well, no, if she runs away, we'll find her and kill her, so it doesn't matter.
Alright then. Full on, on front.
Do you want me to mindset from?
If you don't mind.
Yep. I'll do it from the bag hoarding I've got.
Okay.
750.
Yep.
Okay, add 750 gold to your inventory. Muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go. With
Yeah,
as
let's
much
go back
haste
to the
as we can.
bindery.
I have a question. If I go to the edge of the lake, is the ship within 500 feet?
We're nowhere near the edge of the lake, I don't
not.
think, at the moment.
Yeah.
So you'd have to walk to the edge of the lake, surely. Are you
That's
saying
fine.
you're
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times I can cast Dimension Door, so I just want to get to the boat, like to the ship, tell them what happened, and possibly have them dock in the next town until we know what's happened inside the keep or something like that.
Jeez.
'Cause-
Well, you told them to.
At first, it was just to get out because it was an immediate thing and they needed to get out of range of this cloud. So I want to go there, check they're okay, and then maybe just make sure that they're safe by having them dock elsewhere and continue repairs. Because we can
Yeah.
only talk once a day.
Yeah, okay, so they probably would have gone away from the immediate threat, like the cloud, and then they don't really know what to do, so
Yes.
have wandered probably back close to shore, so you could
Okay. Because I think
get bored if you
do I
wanted.
have- Okay. Then I will. As you guys are probably discussing about Octavia, I might just piss off during that time.
Mhm.
Just Dimension Door off, go to them, explain what's happened as much as I understand it, and then probably tell them it's safer to dock at the small town. There were multiple towns, right?
Yeah.
So since we don't know what's happened in the keep, and there's loads of undead shit, and if it's like a cloud that makes everybody undead, then it's dangerous for them to be there. So I'll tell them to dock at the next place they can down the river,
Okay.
and that I will message them tomorrow because we're gonna go and discuss things at the bindery.
Alright.
So
They understand. They'll sail off that way if you
Okay.
you
And
rejoin
then-
the rest of the group. Then.
yeah, and I'll tell them to continue repairs and just lay low and just keep an eye out. And if there's any danger, sort of just leave if possible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And then I expend another slot to come back. So I've used.
Are they
both
just
my-
500 feet away then?
If not, I think I have a ring of water walking, so I can Dimension Door onto the lake and then either walk to them or Dimension Door again to get there quicker. But I have loads
Yeah,
of stuff.
they're close enough to the shore. You just don't mention.
Okay, so I'll use two spell slots for that then.
Yeah.
2 done.
Alright,
Alright, and then I'll join the group again.
you're returning now then to the waypoint bindery.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. You trudge then through the night and arrive sometime past midnight. Despite that, the lights are on. There are several people milling around. And when you work your way through the crowd to get into the main building itself, and you can see several members, various of the various factions all standing around, discussing. Each seems to have their own opinion of what occurred in Zentil Keep, and Krenez looks on. By the time you arrive, the argument has grown particularly heated, and he strums a few loud notes on his instrument to gain the attention of the room as you work your way in to the packed building. We all know this was not foreseen, not by any of us. With a meaningful glance, Krenez looks at the Zentarum representative in the room, a human woman in a black silk robe worked with deep purple gems. She nods in return, but does not speak, her expression troubled. Karen knew nothing more than any of us, and I doubt her fellow Zents knew much more than that. What this necromancer has done is a hideous crime upon the living, and the Zentarum lost much when that damnable spire grew from nothing. Being unable to undo it at this point, we must work together to undermine Marzellus's dastardly plan, whatever it may be. The Dragonborn Bard looks back to his lute, where his expert fingers tap out an inspiring tune, and then nods, opening the conversation once again.
What do we know of this Marcellus? I guess we walk in.
Yeah. So, but now that he's seen you, he will clear his throat once again and say, "I believe the adventurers have returned. Please, tell us what you saw."
Guess rather chastely, we explained that we were there to help him destroy some phylacteries. We rounded up 3 from various locations. In the meantime, we believe we destroyed one of them, until the very end, where we explained this whole box situation, and that once he'd stored the last one, this happened, and explained what the spire, the thing, what he said, and the fact that he was a simulacrum, some that one. We don't know that. We say he turned into a frost snow.
Yeah, some muttering. The various mages by Karen mentioned that. Okay. Yeah. So, Karen will report that some of the Zentarum managed to survive the fog and escape. They know that it's very similar to the ones, the fogs that have been appearing around the Sword Coast, though this one, the scale is enormous, and it appears much more powerful. And also that hundreds of Zentarum soldiers were transformed into undead, and now a veritable army surrounds the spire. You'll notice one face that is familiar in the room, which is that of the Blackwind, who appears to have gathered with the rest. And he has pledged his soldiers to help fight, carve a path through to the spire. And there are some other murmurings as various factions offer their support as well. Either troops, the Emerald Enclave is willing to help as well. But that's just getting to the spire. They've put out another call for adventurers as well to aid, to raise swords and magic against the necromancer, since whatever his plans are and his motivations seem a total mystery at this point. At the very least, he seems to be bent on spreading this fog, spreading a plague of undead now across the Sword Coast.
So, I fear we came into this conversation a little bit about 6 hours after it started. what do we know of Marcellus and who, what's going on? Like, you said necromancer. Has he always been that? How did we misjudge what's going on?
No, that's just the title he's been given. Because he seems to have created this. He seems to have been the one behind this plague of undead. All along. Though the Zentarum had no idea that he was responsible at all. He was just a high-ranking member. He wasn't even based in the area.
So they know no more than us, no more information than we've currently got. It's just all aspersions as to what it is. And do any of these powerful mages have any clue what this black spire is?
They don't have anything conclusive. They can only speculate as to what it is. It seems to be able to conjure this fog at a much larger scale. And that at the very least makes it dangerous, but that's all they know. What other purpose it might serve, they have no idea.
And this intention to storm, will there be a core unit to try and find Marcellus? Like, is there a way of getting access to him?
Yeah, the first obstacle to be overcome is the army of undead around the tower. For that, you have the Crimson Dawn support, as well as several factions. The Zentarum will bring several of their own regiments as well, despite the fact that they've already lost so many. And then there needs to be some group who's willing to go into the spire once they get to the base.
Who that's going to be?
If anyone wants to volunteer.
As a leading question, like, Owynn kind of looks at him and says, "Of course we'll volunteer, but who else will join us?" And he looks meaningfully around everyone else. Not a single person
Just us.
willing to step up.
So a lot of them, yeah. So there are gazes exchanged, glances exchanged. The leaders some of them talk about how they'll be preoccupied with the battle around the keep. And they repeat that they've sent out a call for adventurers, so if you're willing to wait, other people might turn up.
I don't think we have time. Do we have any additional equipment or anything else that can help
Anybody
us?
here have the capability of resurrecting somebody without a body? Because I can think of one person that would help us very nicely.
No, such magic is beyond anyone here.
You know who I don't think it's beyond? Marcellus.
Yeah, high level caster.
Yeah, probably
has
as a zombie though.
managed to scrounge up three potions of greater healing that he will give you as aid.
Who's going to take him?
I'll give them to Owynn for now.
I think I'll just hold on to them.
Yeah.
You can figure out. Okay.
I've got all the
We
healing.
give one to Tili.
That's it. 3. What? And then looks at the group and she's like,
A lot of their other resources are committed towards defeating an army of undead. Most of the other resources.
if we had another group of us, that group would be able to defeat the army of undead themselves, whilst us would be able to go into the tower.
I don't.
Millicrum.
We have viewed through scrying senses the area around Zentil Keep since you left. Where the northern ruins were mostly full of weak beyond shambling skeletons and zombies, it appears that many more, as the cloud flooded through the keep, many more powerful undead have surfaced from beyond the ground from within abandoned crypts and mausoleums. The place is as well as the newly turned Zentarum soldiers. The place is swarming. A single group of adventurers has absolutely no hope.
Okay. I
We've
assume
got candies as well, Tilly. We've got candies, so
I assume we'll take
Yeah.
the rest of the night and attack in first, essentially first light.
It's going to take maybe 3 or so days for all the troops to arrive as fast as they can.
Is that 3 days preparation before we go in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're bringing mages to teleport people in en masse, but that's
Or we could go in straight away.
3 days is as fast as they can get
Looks around.
enough of the force.
But okay, but there's like so many undead, right? Do we need to sort of patrol the area so they don't sort of bleed towards the civilized world? Like,
Yeah, they don't appear to be confined anymore.
yeah,
They're
they're just going to
already-
start walking and killing villages, like, because there's little villages everywhere.
Yeah, and troops are being deployed. Like several regiments from Neverwinter are heading out along the roads.
Neverwinter. That's a good.
This could take a
good
long
army.
time.
Everyone, yeah, like. So eyes have been on Zental Keep for a little while now, since the Crimson Dawn took up residence, and now things have gotten pretty dire, and everyone has been mustered.
Funnily unrelated to the Crimson Dawn.
Funnily,
Okay. So
they may be actually related though.
my assumption is that there's time between now and then the actual thing. So it's a case of what do we want to do to prepare and how do we help.
Next 3 days, yeah.
yeah.
I think
Tilly will be great with a strategy, surely. Like this is what you came from, right?
kill them all. Yes. You see all the undead.
This is why she was fired from the army.
Yeah.
I can probably do quite a lot of work thinning out the ranks of the enemy already. Not just fireballing, but I've got a level 7 spell.
We need clerics, right? What's the
So,
level 7 spell?
Firestorm.
Cool, yeah.
So I
Can
can
do
like
once a day.
There
once
was
a
some
day,
good-
but I can also like have a lot of fireballs that I can cast
There was some
throughout the day.
some really
So-
strong Zentrum cleric that I once knew of, but I'm not sure what happened to her.
Oh yeah. No, we can
It
find
was a
them.
cleric of Talos,
So I can.
which was really strong.
Not strong enough.
or maybe didn't.
I can like cast fireball 9 times per day empowered, and just like carpet bomb the area.
So I mean, if you want to, maybe it's better if you do that from like super high up in your.
I
don't
can
know.
use the carpet.
Things you can't throw them down; they will only go to a certain distance and then they'll explode. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
but
So like the edges, I can keep the
Yeah.
the army in check of just not like going out killing villagers because
what's
you know.
worth noting is that they said the undead spawning aren't just zombies and skeletons, which means they could be things that can fly and I think if you go without the backup troops, you'll just be targeted and attacked.
Yeah.
I think it's too dangerous for you to go. As much as you don't want to be a pussy this time, I'm actually warning against you going.
It's got quite a range, and I've got escape routes, right? So
Yeah, some undead are nasty. They can stun you and stuff. They can
Yeah.
completely disable you. One hit will completely stop.
fireball is 150 feet. So I don't know if somebody, if I've got an Atari with me, he's got a dimension door on his ring. Then he could be my escape.
I think it's too risky for you to go without the backup initially. Because if it was just you, or let's say it was the party, we would all be at severe risk of being I think it's too, and I think we should wait the 3 days and then go in. Have the army carve us a path to the tower, and we'll get to the source. I don't think our particular role should be facing the undead army itself.
So what are these guys gonna do in the 3 days then, while they wait for an army? Like,
they organize it.
There'll be some of it. They'll be strategizing. They'll be going out and probably trying to cut off some of the zombies that are already managing to make it outside.
I don't think the people here are actually like fighters. They're representatives of organizations.
Okay.
They were too pussy to even go into the tower with us, weren't they? So.
Yeah, they seem like they're diplomats more than they are fighters.
So, do we sort of want to say what we intend to do over the next 3 days, and then Kim can figure it out from there? Or how would you like to do that?
Yeah, well, like, I have nothing to do, really, then.
Yeah, we can just skip ahead 3 days when everything's ready.
What can Carmen do?
Owynn would like to probably spend some time between the resting up, the helping out where possible within. But he probably doesn't really think himself particularly a military leader, so he's probably out of his depth. So mostly spend it in prayer to Torm about the coming battle and we protecting the party.
Carmen should use the flying carpet to just scout the area without going into the thing, and then see the reach of these undead.
My perception is really shit, though. Like, if anything,
got a spyglass.
Yeah, but it doesn't help me, does it?
It helps you. Like, no, but like you can see things twice as far away.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's probably better to just let May use it, because she actually can see
whilst on the flying carpet.
Yeah, because she's got good perceptions. She'll pick up the details that are needed. Like I've got like
sheer perception.
She was a scout.
My perception is +4, so
just tell her what you needed to do.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, sure. Tili shall help the losers strategize for the next few days. However much they let her help them, at least.
yeah, I think I'll keep my crew up to date. So I'll tell them that there is a plague of undead, that they should be careful because of this. So at night, don't stay, like, not to stay docked, but like offshore, just so they can't like climb on in the night and kill everyone and stuff like that.
Carmen, use your charms to find a powerful enough cleric to bring Ciel back.
Right, I can do that, Tilly, but you won't see me for like a year, so.
No, just ask these people are representatives of like alliances and organizations. They will have resources somewhere. Get them to send the feelers out now.
Sure.
And then we will be given the choice later whether we actually truly want to attempt to resurrect Ciel or not.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to them. We might want to invest in some other spell first, though. Talk to Ciel, ask her if she wants to come back.
If that's possible. Speak to the dead. You need the body, I think.
Yeah, but there's other ways. Contact other plane. You can talk to dead people.
Oh.
Not specific dead people, though.
Right. But you can talk to the Red Knight.
You could talk to, yeah.
Who is her god. So.
It's a girl, Kim. Red Knight's a female.
Yeah, to the Red Knight. Potential.
Yeah. So.
Who's missing
And to contact a demigod. Holy shit.
Owynn's
The Red Knight is a demigod, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Octavia.
Ah,
Just
You really like Octavia, don't you, Rowan?
and are insane. What? No, I think she's a really selfish asshole. That I would not invite her to the group after the contract's finished so far.
Yeah. Make sure you. So Owynn, Octavia, you're missing 1,000 XP. Just update your
Can I not
sheets.
update my own one?
You told us how much we should be on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine that's what you can do in these next 3 days, Carmen, is figure out that kind of stuff and charm people into telling you.
yeah, sure.
You've got a lot of experience dealing with baddies. Might be able to.
You're cutting out. I can't hear you.
You have a lot of experience dealing with these baddies. You might be able to help them and understand how to more effectively kill them.
Yeah.
Well, Tili will
I
be
mean-
helping with tactics and strategies and stuff if they let her help in.
That's
Not
a
sure
big
if Carmen's-
question, isn't it? Alright, I
Okay.
will use one spell to put a spell into the ring of spell storing again.
What spell?
Alright, so at the very least, you will get the benefits of a long rest for this first night. So, update your sheets.
Hit die back.
You get half dice.
Which is 6. Half
So,
rounded down.
6. Yeah.
Could I identify the other two jam candies to make
Yeah.
sure that they're the same?
Yeah, they're both potions of superiority.
Cool. Okay.
Alright. Then I suppose for the next 3 days, I need to know exactly what you guys are doing. Talked a little bit about it, but I need to just be good to know from each person what you intend to do, even if that's just to sit and wait. That's fine.
I'll just read my books.
Okay. Octavia reads her books. Yep, got a lot of books to read.
I will do as Tilly asked, and if that doesn't bring me further, I will suggest to these people that I go out and help kill things. Depending whether or not they let me, I'll go out.
So there are several like high-level clerics around, beginning to come in from all areas that are able to cast this spell. Their resources are mainly used up in a lot of ways, but you might be able to convince one to spend their resources on you instead, to ask this seemingly random question.
Okay, I'll get names then. I mean, I would
Make a
to know.
persuasion check
Okay.
to persuade.
Is this to get the names or?
Oh come on! I've got +10. If I roll a 2,
Yeah,
I'll
unfortunately,
pester him.
they're all preoccupied. Like it's quite a strain. Like if you fail contact other plane, you take 66 psychic damage and are insane until you finish a long rest. So none of them are really willing to cast this for while they're preparing for battle.
Okay, what about the so that's just contact someone, but what about reviving someone? Like, is there
The
any
actual
sort of
spell.
hint? Yeah.
That's more of an investigation, I suppose, but you can use charisma for it.
Okay. How do I?
That's just a charisma check unless you have proficiency in investigation.
I
Hey.
do not.
Then just a charisma check.
Are you serious?
Unlucky.
No one knows of anyone powerful enough to bring someone back from nothing.
Okay.
So you need to be level 17, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll after that I'll just go like, well, where can I, help? Who's already fighting something? Like,
Yeah, you can absolutely join some of the patrols that are keeping the like undead stragglers in check and keeping them confined to the ruins.
yeah. I suppose I'll make sure that I'll use the carpet only if May has already used it or doesn't need it.
Carpet.
Yeah.
Is May using the carpet to scout around or not? Well, what are people doing? We've got
I
Octavia and Carmen now.
I said, if Carmen needs me to do whatever, just tell me where to go.
Okay, so you're going to patrol with Carmen as well.
Well, I don't tell anyone to do anything, so I'm just gonna look for myself and go because I want to help.
Okay, well, I'll tell May to go and scout and use Carmen's spyglass to look into the distance, see if she spots the reach of the undead.
I go to Carmen with my hand out, as if to say, do you want me to do it?
What? I just give her a high five. Like, wait.
I mean, Tili says that I should do the scouting because my eyes are better than yours.
I'm not doing any scouting.
Oh, okay. Can I take the carpet then?
Sure.
Alright,
And
bye.
spyglass as well.
Oh, sure. Just don't get anything on it. It's really valuable. Okay. And
What
I'll
would I
hand you.
get on it?
Just
Break it, scratches. I don't know, something gross. I don't know. Just don't let anything happen to it.
Maybe just
And then I hand
worry
it to him.
about the fact that the world could end and not worry so much about such small things like that. Okay, see you later.
I'm pretty fine, but whatever. And then I go.
Okay, what's Tili doing?
Tili is going to attempt to help advise with the tactics and strategy of the army to of their action plan of fighting back the undead and clearing a path for our party to the spiral tower.
Right. And what is Owynn doing?
I think he's just gonna be praying.
Ah, what a pussy.
I mean, he'll probably try and help out, but I don't think there's
Get your you cut out a bit there, Richard. But get your representative of Torm to come back and help us out again.
Well, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I don't know, it depends, but I don't have a... Well, we'll see. I say hoping, I don't think it'll happen, but I think it'll just be what Owynn would do.
Yeah, you can definitely pray. However, last time I think it was when Unjul died. So
Exactly. I think it was very
It
specific.
was a lot more powerful.
No, I get that.
Fucking Andrew.
Well, I mean, he hasn't really had time to think about too much since Ciel died either.
Yeah, but I mean,
we've been quite busy. So.
Ciel died, so it's like...
Yeah, but Owynn didn't seem too upset about that.
He's certainly up for that.
Didn't give a shit. Ciel, Shmiel, who was that again? Some green-haired chick.
I think he believes that we can get her back, but Undrill was a goner and she'd been corrupted.
Yeah, exactly. She'd actually been turned into a vampire. She'd been taken to us from vampires, so it's different.
Alright, we'll get some perception checks then from me, as you do your scouting.
$22. Do I get anything extra with the spyglass?
Spyglass just allows you to stay further back.
Okay.
And see the same things. Yeah, so there are definitely hordes of undead roaming around the city, and they seem more organized. They're not just aimlessly. There are robed figures amidst them. You see huge zombie ogres, as well as creatures like hulking bone golems with wickedly scything, strange forearms, shaped like scythes, and there are swarms of creatures also in the air. Can't make out exactly what they are, but like giant zombie bats, among other things, swarming through the air. And Carmen, as you're out on patrol, picking off wandering groups of these undead which venture out from the ruins. Occasionally, there are eruptions of this grey fog, which you have to flee from immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So the time passes. The troops are mustered, and you stand. You stand now at the head of this army which surrounds Zentilspire, arrayed against the undead. The Zentilspire, a massive shard of black crystal and rock, thrusts hundreds of feet skyward. Between you and it wanders a horde of countless undead. The mortal army around you stands defiant, but what they have in gusto they lack in numbers. Shouts of alarm go up, and you turn your gaze toward the tower just in time to see the skeleton of a dragon of immense size break free of the clouds that wrap around the spire. Flames belch from its massive maw, and waves of fear ripple across those who count themselves amongst the living. As it circles around the tower, disappearing back into the clouds, you notice other things moving within those grey formations.
More skeleton dragons.
Maybe. Just advancing the day.
Saying Carmen or Macy's, or both?
Everyone.
Okay.
Oh, this is on.
You
This is
you're
after
standing.
3 days.
Yeah,
This is after 3 days. This is after.
Yeah,
the-
we're getting ready to walk in. So.
Yeah, you're guided to the front of the allied army. You notice Krennes and Karen near what appears to be like a bivouac for the army commanders. Krennes waves over to you. He says some inspiring words to the soldiers. He's very accustomed to this. The sort of rousing speeches you would expect from a bard of such renown. But Karen will approach you. The Zentaran representative wearing her silken robes. And she says, the fighting will be fierce. But we need someone to make it through and enter that spire. And topple it from within. All of our attempts to enter the tower via magic have been rebuked, sometimes with deadly consequences. All of our scrying and divination within the tower have also failed. There is a small gate at the base of the tower. It appears to be the only entrance. So, our goal will be to have you facing directly and cut directly through the army. Head straight for that tower as fast as you can. And hopefully the troops will withstand the brunt of the undead assault. And then she hands you some more healing potions and a potion of vitality, 3 potions of superior healing, potion of vitality, and she says, "Timora, smile on you," and grimly walks back to Krennes' side to prepare for battle. Nearby, a ritual appears to be starting up over the low groan of the assorted undead arrayed against you. A whisper of voices begins to rise to a crescendo. You see robed figures, druids and clerics of Eldath, Maliki, Sylvanus, and Shantia gather around a huge stone slab. Several pieces of torn leather have been arranged on the makeshift altar, and chanting goes up from those who've encircled it. Great wails erupt from the undead army, and everyone braces their defenses, knowing battle is upon them. With a groan and a crack, the earth beneath the army shifts, buckles, then erupts as something crawls upward. A mammoth form made of earth and rock, but wreathed in lightning and fire, bellows at the sky. Shouts of alarm go up as your allies are shaken by the presence of this new creature. But those surrounding the stone slab bend their will, physically leaning forward to brace themselves and command the elemental to attack the undead army. Ponderously, it turns to face hordes of skeletons, zombies, and wraiths, and scores of other creatures of the dark. Step by step, its momentum builds as it strides toward them, then breaks upon their ranks. Shouts go up from your allies as they rush to join the elemental, and the battle has been joined.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
epic.
Epic.
Did the music back up? Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I can only hear. Oh right, yeah.
So
Yeah, what are you doing, guys?
we need to get to the tower, right?
Follow the
guys?
plan. Yeah, follow the plan.
Stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the
I'll jump on Owyn's back and fly me there.
fall over. We've talked about this before. I cannot
yeah.
carry you.
Oh yeah, good point. Okay, I'll have to jump. Leave and jump.
I'm assuming that everyone can have a superior healing potion, whether it be the sweetie or the actual potion, which includes Natari.
Oh, okay.
And then, essentially, who's going to be best to actually hold healing potions? Because I've got 3 greater now.
You. I think we established you are because you're so agile and you survive. And if
Okay.
if you go down, we could just pick it out of your corpse.
You got the AC of a god.
Okay, so
Quite literally. Yeah.
everyone add a superior healing potion.
Yeah, done. I've added one.
Don't forget, because if you forget, it's gone.
Yeah. No, I've added one. Does that include Octavia?
Oh,
Yep.
why doesn't it find it in the fucking...
I don't think superior exists in the compendium.
No, I just added.
Just normal
Yeah,
healing
I just
potion, and
wrote
then
it
you've got a
down,
prefix
point
of
0.5
superior.
pounds.
Wait, it's a 0.5.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, I put 0.05 somewhere, so it's clearly not the case.
And the potion of vitality, exhaustion. Oh,
I've already got a potion of vitality, BT Labs, just in case.
have we got one from way back when?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just never used it. It's just a person.
Is that for exhaustion vitality?
Wait, whoa, oh, whoa! I've got 3 potions of healing. Not that they're very useful.
Yeah, I've
I
got
mean,
2 as well.
They're not going to be very useful though, are they? It might be if someone goes down, but other
Exactly.
than that,
Yeah. That's what they'll be for, really. Stopping people from dying.
Or if we end up having a short rest and really needing hit points for the vitality one.
2 days. It's on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah,
The
30th,
genuine
so-
one.
Was it
Yeah,
31st?
no, 30th. Silly.
Yeah, not even joking. It is actually on 30th of December.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that was the admin done. So I guess
Alright.
we're charging.
Yeah, all of
Yeah.
you as one surge into the battle, into the fray. Carmen, how do you feel about this?
I'm fine. I don't know. Like, I'm just debating whether or not we save our spells to just get through and then use them at the end, or do we kill as much as possible
No.
on the way?
Save.
no, don't worry
Save.
about things. Just
Okay, I'm just gonna
run.
firebolt then, because I'll just use cantrips on the way there.
Alright.
Ideally, if we can save it, because in less than an hour, hopefully this will all be defeated because
You
we'll have
all
been successful.
do Ciel.
Yes. We need to make sure our attempt is completely successful.
Yeah. Okay. I'll use Firebolt over and over as we rush through. And
Okay.
I think I'll fire off like 10 arrows on the charge through as well.
I'll use my
can
Eldritch
be-
Blast.
And a sacred flame.
Okay, well,
Stab things
okay.
on
So
my rapier.
the way we run this is you nominate someone to make an attack roll to help push through one particular wave of undead heading towards you, and if you want, you can forego the attack roll by expending some resources instead.
I have +10 on my attack rolls.
Yeah, that's fine.
so
I
do
mean,
I.
it's that or it's me using a ranged weapon, but I don't
Do
know.
you
if
have
it's gonna help.
what? Yeah, I think it's any attack roll, right, Kim?
Oh, okay, plus 12 for me then.
Yeah, it's anyone. You nominate someone of your group to make the
Nominate
attack
Nate.
roll.
Plus
Mate,
12.
for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just
Okay,
roll
so
an
not
attack.
spending resources on this one. That's fine. Yep. Just roll an attack.
I'm going to use the serpent fen. Oh, hopefully that won't. I just don't want it to use. It's fine. I'll just add a crossbow bolt back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the success. So together, without expending resources, push through a single wave of undead, slashing, blasting with your cantrips. Owynn, I guess, just punching things.
I've got a word of radiant.
That's-
Radiance and sacred flame.
Yeah. Alright, so I need your average AC. Your group average AC.
If
Okay.
Mine is 16.
Is that without? I suppose it's
Without.
that's okay.
I assume that's without any Owen doing any
You can
hits.
have your Kensei because you are attacking, so you can have your Kensei.
Okay, I just
And Natari?
18, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Wait. Give me a sec.
What's chickpeas?
Think-
No! Fuck,
Ah.
chickpeas!
Natari is a 15.
15.
Damn it, Natari. Bringing us down.
Kill him. Get rid of him. Throw him back.
No.
Okay, so your average AC is 17.
Fucking Atari.
Can we just have it that if someone hits us with a 17, that it just
Kills Atari.
and hits Carmen or Natari?
No. So you were hit. You have an option. You can have your allies take the attack for you. Your allied army grants you 2 of these, and because you saved the Crimson Dawn, you have an additional one as well.
Ooh.
So you have 3. You can expend one of those to prevent the damage.
But
So
we know
we've been
what
hit, have we?
damage is.
but
But
Don't
in
know.
a
Yeah.
sense, in
It's
like
been-
the actual roleplay sense,
we
the
take it.
allies. Yeah, we would take it.
Yes,
You'll
because
take it.
they are weaker and they need to hold the army.
Yeah.
We can absolutely take it. So I think
Yeah.
we
Good
should.
deeds.
But
Good
we're
deeds.
Okay.
also being defended by them specifically, so that we, as the whatever team,
It's
go
played
in.
out as if we get the
An
choice.
attack got
so
through.
Yeah.
So we don't let them defend us in this case. We defend ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, what happens as you make your mad dash towards the base of the tower? Suddenly, there's an explosion of stone as several hulking zombie ogres smash through the walls of ruins and come charging down towards you. Waterdavian cavalry, their armor glinting in what little light there is, charge through, but you cut across them and launch yourselves at the ogres. So you all take 15 points of damage.
15 schmifteen.
And for Natari, that means he makes a Constitution save, TC 13.
If he fails, does he die?
Oh,
And if he fails, he takes a number of health levels of damage equal to the damage dice. number of damage dice.
How much damage was 13? 14? How much
What?
was it?
How much
15
damage?
damage.
15.
Everyone takes 15 damage,
Yeah,
and
got it.
you can make another attack roll now. You can nominate someone.
Yeah, May. She's got she's got the highest attack.
Okay, yep, that's another success.
Double success because it's a crit.
Oh, actually, it is actually. Yeah.
Ooh. We don't take
yeah.
any damage?
We make it
no,
the entire
you
way.
just move through. You surge through.
Oh, so we skip a turn. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You rout the zombie ogres, and their falling bodies collapse, crushing several undead. As you surge over the top of them and continue your rush forward. Right. Let's roll another. That time is a miss. So yeah, you're easily able to repel the feeble attacks from the undead, and you have another attack roll to make.
Are we getting much closer?
Yeah, you are. The spire is looming up closer.
Ooh, we haven't been blessed. I suppose we got the crit, didn't we?
Bless would be resources, I assume.
Oh yeah, I meant
Exactly. Yeah. So
rather
that's still a pass.
Sweet.
So you continue. Nearly there. The gate you can now see is within reach. And you're easily able to repel the hordes of undead once more. Your brave allies forming a buffer around you as you are the head of a spear point, which pierces through the heart of this army. You have one more roll to make before you make it there.
Come on. Oh, what the?
That's still a success.
Yeah.
The black gate stands before you, and undead still move to intercept you. Glancing back, the view of the battle is fearsome, a sight to make even the hardiest of soldiers blanch. It's only a matter of time before the living fall to the undead. You must make haste, and pray that Timora favours you this day. The gate itself is massive, it's over 40 feet wide and 30 feet tall, made of blackened iron. However, there is a smaller hinged door within the main gate. As you rush, cutting through the remaining straggling undead that mill around the front of the gate, you find that this door is locked.
I'm gonna unlock it. Can
Do your
I?
shit, mate. Do your shit, mate.
Okay, so May crouches down, hands shaking as you take your tools out to unpick this lock, while the rest of your party fall in around you, fending off the undead, giving you time to make this check.
25. Hopefully.
You succeed. There's a click, the door opens, and you tumble through it, shouting to your companions to follow.
Get in!
Yep. Follow
Yep.
through.
Alright.
Close the
Close
door
it
behind
after.
us.
Yeah.
Shut the door!
There's a boom as the iron door falls closed behind you.
Panting, like just like sort of stop for a second, like clutching her knees. Okay. Let's what do we see?
Well,
Ciel is there waiting, cackling. You fell into my trap.
As well as
Well.
Undril,
Yeah,
Nisharab, and Dala,
this was our plan all along.
and I've forgotten his name. Fuck. Damn it.
Something else. Oh,
the dude right at the first fucking-
Gundren?
Gundren. Ow, fuck.
Yeah,
Our
dungeon.
ghosts are haunting us.
Kim, what the fuck's this music?
God damn it, not this shit again. Fuck's sake, I hate this. He knows it.
Okay, so
Is this that song "Memories" by Maroon 5?
What?
Oh no,
Did
never
they
mind.
just do Canon D or something?
Basically,
So-
it's basically just canon, yeah.
as you catch your breath and take in the surroundings around you, you see a strange sight. You appear to be in a cottage of some sort. Modest little abode with faint light streaming through the windows.
What? Where are the fucking giant ass doors?
Birds can be heard singing outside. The scent of warm bread and a hearty stew fill the room.
The sounds of battle have ceased.
Yeah,
From where it is.
completely receded.
I repeat to myself, this is an illusion. This is an illusion. This is an illusion.
Magic?
Oh, wait for Kim to.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. You see a man, probably in his early 20s, who looks exactly like Marcellus, just younger. And he's with an elvish woman. A katana is hung on the wall.
It's your daddy.
Wait, okay. Wait, they're just in. Are they just in this room with us?
I'll shout and say, "Who are you?"
They don't respond. Yeah, they're just moving around. The woman is preparing the stew. The man comes and hugs her from behind and gives her a peck on the cheek.
Can
Magic?
Is there anything recognizable about the woman?
Yes.
Like.
You're killing me here, Kim. Sorry.
Time.
Yeah. The woman bears a striking resemblance to your mother, May.
Holy shit, it is your daddy.
May like loses her breath. Like just stops breathing. Where can everyone else see this?
It's
Yeah.
just an illusion, me. It's just an illusion.
She's like short of breath. Like I can't breathe.
What's wrong with you? It's an
don't know.
illusion.
That's my mama.
What?
Mother? But she's so young. She just like.
It's not your mother. It's not.
She,
No, it's an illusion.
She
She-
lost
Nay.
the marbles
She-
again.
she pushes everyone out the way and walks towards what
Oh my
appears to
God.
be her mother, and says,
Oh,
"Ma."
fuck's sake, it can't be her mother. We were gonna go kill the dude.
Does she respond to us at all? Do they even seem like they've noticed us?
No. None of them react to you at all.
She goes up to her and puts her hand on her shoulder as if
Just
to say,
passes
"It's
straight
me."
through.
Oh, what sort of magic is there? Is it just illusion?
May, do you recognize this area? Do you recognize what this looks like? Is this?
I look around. I mean, no, I don't think so. Just, I mean, could I? Am I? Should I be able to recognize it?
No, not necessarily.
Only because we wouldn't have lived in cottages like this.
Sure.
But yeah. No, no, this is. I'm so confused. I mean, maybe she just looks. Maybe she just looks like her. Maybe they're just getting in my head. Maybe it's the phylactery. Maybe there's traces of the phylactery playing tricks on me. But why can you all see it?
It's just an illusion. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Owynn?
I mean, okay, so Marcellus is actually your dad?
We don't have time.
This
Or we're still gonna kill him. Let's go.
There's no magic in this room, no.
well, okay.
Oh, if they're not... Okay, there's no magic in this room and they're ignoring us. Let's slap them.
They can't. They're just. I can't get. I just swing my hands through their bodies. Like,
Oh.
look.
They are illusions.
It's too powerful
What?
for Octavia. We need Ciel.
They're just playing in my head. They're just playing with my head.
Can we
I'd have to be-
investigate this room?
There's a
Yeah,
door. There's two
absolutely.
doors.
We don't have time for this.
Where
Are there
did we
doors?
come? Where did we come from? Like we...
Yeah, where are the
Fine.
doors?
Was this...
It's that bare wall.
Okay, so we can't get back out. Okay, there's two doors and one hallway.
Oh,
I'm gonna go look
Octavia!
at the...
Dispel magic or something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Carmen, Owynn,
Please.
are you
I
able
don't
to
have
cast
dispel
this?
magic.
But
I don't
you
have
guys
it.
don't have dispel magic.
It hurts. It hurts to see my
Octavia.
mum.
The room appears to be an illusion.
Okay, just dispel it. Use the pack slot.
Okay. Can you make a spellcasting ability check?
Oh, how do I even do that?
Get 30 plus.
It's just a normal charisma check.
Oh, yeah.
Can I
Okay,
guide?
Is it not with proficiency?
Charisma?
Unless you're a buff.
What are you asking for, Richard?
I have advantage.
You don't have advantage. The spell does not seem to have any effect.
Why did it say all slots expended, you know?
I don't have
Because she's a
slots, I only use
warlock,
pack slot.
so it doesn't
Ah,
have
gotcha.
proper spell.
I'm not gonna use
Let's
my-
push forward. Like we can't dispel it. Let's just go forward and put like
Go
this.
to a door.
Yeah.
Is that also an illusion?
And there's nothing remarkable here.
I'll
I
just.
suppose not.
I'm just gonna sit and stare at them. I'm not even looking at anything.
Okay, well, Owynn, you are able to open this door. It does respond. And outside you see a little path hemmed on either side by grey fog.
Say grey fog. That's not like the.
Not the same as like the undead fog. It's like clouds almost. Normal fog, normal looking fog. I should say. Just-
Okay, I'll leave the door open and then check this door. I guess. Is that one open?
No, that your hand just passes through.
I guess we're going this way, guys.
And Carmen, yeah, you try everything, but you don't seem to be able to interact with any of the.
Okay. So
Is that like her hand passes through that stuff? that
Yeah.
she's trying to
okay,
interact with?
okay. I'm very aware that everything is illusion, so whenever I take a step, I sort of feel with my foot first before putting my weight on it
Mm.
as
Okay,
I walk.
feels solid.
Okay. And like I do this with like I'm very focused. Like this guy's gonna try kill us, so he might just put like, you know, an illusion of a bridge and have us fall into chasms.
Mhm.
I'll tell everybody as well. Like, remember to do this. Don't trust your senses.
So you head out and walk along the path for not even half a minute before the scene shimmers and you find yourself back inside the cottage. However, it has changed slightly.
I like whirl round immediately just to see if mother's still there. What I think is my mother.
You see Marcellus. He looks paranoid and furtive, with dark shadows under his eyes. He's standing outside a closed door. This one. And sobbing
Which one?
can be heard beyond it. Oh, am I wrong? There.
Wrong layer. Okay.
The house has not changed much, but in the corner of the room is a small cot. They'll use you both against me, he says through gritted teeth, but the sobbing only continues. May, you notice a shadow barely discernible at the window looking in.
Like, is the window like what is outside the window? Is it what looks to be
Just
some sort of
a low
outdoors?
glow. Yeah, you don't.
Oh, it's just nothing. It's just like a glow.
Yeah, and there's just like a tiny little blob of slightly darker dark. Be a little patch even darker within that. That seems to resemble maybe an eye looking in, glancing at Marcellus.
What the fuck? I point at the. Guys,
Do we all see it?
Not really. What's all your passive perceptions?
Very
Shit.
bad.
oh sorry,
15.
obviously.
14.
Yeah. You can roll active,
Okay.
but you don't really see
So
anything.
me,
You see.
me pointing to something doesn't help at all.
Well, yeah, like they see you pointing at the window. Like you can see, May, that there's like this sort of faint,
Discoloring.
I don't see
yeah,
anything.
orifice, yeah, discoloring, this like darkness that does resemble like some sort of vague
Richard.
outline of a figure looking in. But the rest of them just staring at a window with like some low light streaming through.
There's something outside. Or I mean,
What?
when I say outside, I mean outside fake window that's obviously not real.
What,
Am I seriously witnessing the birth of myself right now? She's just like crying.
Maybe he
When-
wants us to see this, so you can't kill him when we face him.
Is there anything in
See
the
an incredibly ugly baby.
Gosh, you are so ugly.
Is there actually a baby in it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Does it look like May?
I go over to it, like, and just stare gormlessly at it, like,
And by it May, I mean
I'm-
really, really
what
ugly.
the fuck?
I don't know if you'd be able to recognise if it's May. It's just a baby. It's very young.
It's
Well,
an
is
ugly
it?
baby.
Is it like? Does it have dark hair? And
Ears and
It doesn't have hair, I don't think.
oh, it's a really, really young
Yeah.
baby then. Okay, like a baby, just fresh out of the womb
Yeah.
sort of baby.
Yeah.
I mean, those can have hair, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just born with a full head of hair, actually.
Does
Actual May doesn't have hair either, by the way. I don't know if you...
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait,
Has
I completely forgot. Have people started growing their
It's
hair?
been a few days now. Everyone except May has grown back stubble.
Okay, I need someone to remove curse, but not now. Fine. I suppose we could have done in the last few days, right?
Yeah, so as we were growing back stubble, was there an opportunity for May to
Yeah,
realise?
as soon as you notice stubble, you might have. But you got to convince Octavia to cast it.
Would she have cast it,
No.
Octavia?
Would you really not have? Would you actually not have cast it?
You
Really?
kind of look cute that way.
Because there's eyebrows and everything, wasn't it?
Yep, it's everything.
Well, can I try to convince Octavia?
Oh no, not you.
We'll do that later.
Okay, sure.
does Marcellus say anything else?
No, he's still looking paranoid and furtive, flitting eyes between the door and the cot.
And he said, "They'll use you both against us."
Against me.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like shouting at him, like, you bastard!
This second scene that appeared, was that when we walked through the door?
Yeah.
No, we got back.
Let's keep
Next
going.
scene.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's go. Let's do
Finish
it again.
this.
This is too weird.
Alright, as the scene shifts once more, you see Marcellus standing over the cot where a slightly older baby is wailing. A storm rages now outside. He draws his blade halfway from the scabbard with trembling hands. His shadow is long and turbulent and resembling a cloaked winged creature with deep eyes that glow a baleful purple. A inscrutable expression passes across his face, and he slams his blade back into the scabbard and then grips it and strides out the door. However, the shadow remains. It looms up against the wall and appears to then extrude out of it with a deep voice of sounds like breaking glass. It tells you that you have no place here. You're all powerless to stop what has been set in motion. And then, as a streak of black, it launches towards you. And that's where we'll end the session.
What?
Oh.
An hour?
Oh, you motherfucker.
It might take longer than an hour. It might be over very quickly. I don't know, but
Yeah, we can go. Keep going.
No. If Kim thinks it's wise to end the session now-
because otherwise you might end up calling it in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
So
If Kim thinks it's wise to end it now, we should end it now.
I think that's a good point to end it.
For effect.
I'll I don't know. I'll put you guys, pop you guys back here somewhere.
Yeah. Whereabouts was the cot in the shadow? Just when people walk through? I'm not sure.
Yeah,